naked. Told everyone I'm a bitch, so I became it. Always had to put yourself above me. I was into you, but I'm over it now. And I was trying to be nice, but nothing's getting through, so let me spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F. You and your mom and your sister and your job and your Craigslist couch and the way your voice.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the FU podcast. It is episode 157. It is February 7th, 2023. Don't mind the flyer that I screwed up. Yes, you heard that live.
Yes.
Devin screwed up and did not change
Devin
the date or the episode. And Patrick was nice enough to, as soon as he walked in the studio, to point
What
it
the
out.
fuck?
You salty bitch.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We all make mistakes, including Devin G.
Apparently, word. So we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to start off, tell you everything we're going to talk about, and then we're going to deep dive into it. So we're going to do a little bit different. And if Patrick can get his fucking computer monitor over there to not do 50 shades of
Blue,
blue and green.
blue, green, white, red.
Dude, it looks like it's doing one of those color tests to see if it, to see if there's a dead pixel. That's literally what we like test monitors and stuff.
Wonder if I turn it off and turn it back
Maybe
on.
you got a ghost.
Wait.
Oh, dude, now it looks like a strobe fucking disco over there. Dude, it's cool because you can see the reflection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you better not do that. Lindsay will get excited.
Lindsay, if you're watching, you want to get excited? There, how about that?
Nice.
And then Andy would come in. What the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
You trying to get my girlfriend excited? Shit.
Maybe that explains why Andy's not here.
Yeah.
Got his girl a little too excited. All right, everybody. So tonight's episode, we're going to cover a range of local, national, international news stories from across the United States and the world. First, in Texas, the most wanted person in Dallas County owes $116,696.18 to the NTTA. Patrick.
Devin. It's Devin.
Well, in Austin, investigators are probing a possible near collision between two aircrafts on an airport runway. It's probably Southwest again.
It was Southwest. NX and Southwest.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
On a national level, a judge has ruled that marijuana users have a constitutional right to own firearms, which is interesting. And a gas stove war is heating up once again with new concerns over health and safety. Internationally, strong earthquakes have hit Turkey and Chile with reports of deaths in the tens of thousands.
And Syria.
Yeah, it's Syria, Turkey.
Yeah.
It's like right on the border.
Oh, well, okay.
Apparently, there's 3 faults there, but we'll get into that. Like, that's a whole crazy
Right.
thing right there. The Pope, Anglican, and Presbyterian leaders have denounced anti-gay laws, which is, a precedent. While protests continue in Israel for the 5th week in a row against government's legal reforms. In Europe, there's a ban on Russian diesel and other oil products over Ukraine. And Germany has evidence of war crimes in Ukraine in the 3-digit range. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these stories and bring you the latest news from around the world.
Well, you had that. Did you write a script on that?
I did. You like that?
AI do that. You probably let AI do it.
I did. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm thinking?
What's that?
I'm thinking while you're gone.
Uh-huh.
What I'm thinking is probably me and Andy should live on the podcast create you a AI girl.
Oh shit. Dude,
that would be fun to do.
That would be.
It really would.
Fun and scary at the same time, because I've been watching some of those, like, I had no idea how many of them were out there. And there was one that this company made, and they basically made her all gray, and then like they put like a clear skull cap basically in the back.
Right.
Because they like said that when they made her look human, it was like creepy, and so they had to like dehumanize her in a sense, if that's kind of a dehumanize an AI robot. Yeah, because apparently it was too real. People couldn't handle it,
Right.
What's up, Ashley? What's up, Byron?
All right, Barney. I think it's I think your music is coming.
It is.
Is it
right now?
All right, go ahead.
Well, Where is it? There it is.
Prestige. Worldwide. Prestige.
Worldwide. Was
Barney has gone worldwide.
Oh, look. Tireless Plastic wants to offer us a promotion.
Wow.
Thank you, Tireless. Go ahead, promote us.
Tireless.
You're working tirelessly to promote us, apparently. Thank you for that.
Yeah, work tirelessly to promote us. And I really would. And you know what? If you want to promote us, sponsor us, give me a new monitor. Because this monitor sucks, man.
You know what's funny is at my office, I think we got like 30 of them laying around.
Well, I mean, if your boss says, "Hey, go ahead and give Patrick a new monitor," that'd be great because his sucks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I mean, it's still doing it.
Yeah, I can't, dude.
So I can't even.
Pull
I mean,
the
it's
power
going
cord.
faster.
Pull the power cord on it. Let it sit for a minute. That's what I had to do with the internet.
All right.
And then when that didn't work before the podcast, I had to reboot the Mac, and then all of a sudden I went from 100 meg connection to like 600 or 700.
Oh,
I was like, wow, it's amazing when you just restart. Speaking of, have you ever fucking restarted that computer over there?
Yeah.
How many centuries ago?
How many centuries ago?
That might be half the fucking problem. That computer's like, I'm tired of being on all the time. Why don't you just reboot it?
Now?
Yeah.
Ugh.
You ain't doing shit over there anyway.
How can I? Oh, never mind.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Russ Martin when he used to always bitch about the fucking computers and the audio engineers. He'd have them come out, fix shit. It's like,
What? When I reboot this, it's going to want to update.
Let it. It probably has about 300 of them. And then maybe your machine might actually work.
I'm rebooting.
All right, reboot.
This sucks, man. Yeah, leave.
Has anybody heard from Andy other than his salty text when I was on the drive home? Oh, I can't wait to bash his ass whenever he...
Dude, it's still doing the same thing.
What do you mean?
Even when it's rebooting, it's still doing the same thing. But worse. Yeah. Well, I guess for right now, I'm gonna go off the phone. I don't want to, but I will.
Hey, you know what I discovered today?
What?
Or actually a couple days ago?
What?
That if I have my iPad and have the Mac going, that I can use the iPad as a second or a fourth screen, technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is badass. So, like, now when I travel, since I always carry the two together, now I can always have at least dual monitors.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the display on the iPad Pro is pretty, like, it's actually pretty. I think it might be better than the new MacBook. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I was like, I found that out, and I was like, dude, this is going to be epic. So speaking of, I got a call from the new. Ashley says your fucking monitor's haunted.
It is haunted.
Well, Ashley, you know the episode. We I don't know if you had a time to clip it or not, but that one where we had literally the lights malfunction in the studio, which was the first time in 160 episodes or 157 that ever happened. It hasn't happened since. So clearly there's some shit going down in this studio.
Yeah, well, it's coming back. It's finally coming back up. So I don't know.
So it's kind of like you. It takes a little while to get up.
Really?
Throw a little Viagra in your cup.
Really? No. Okay. All right. Well, maybe,
Hey, maybe if you didn't wear so much blue and surround yourself around blue, you wouldn't.
That's true.
Need to take the blue pill.
Whatever.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't even know. I don't.
Well,
care.
I don't
want to know.
You don't.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
The audience probably doesn't want to know.
Audience, you want to know? Because I can say it. No, I don't need to. There. All right. Well.
All right, Ashley. I'll check out what you got. Sorry, this whole Euro shop and this whole Chicago thing has been just killing me as far as time. And then got a new client today, getting all the paperwork squared away so I can, once that gets done, I can finally talk about that too with my own company. So yeah, things have been going really, really well. And I got 2 more clients in the pipe. So
that's cool.
things are going to be fucking crazy busy. Luckily, I hired a team of people to work with me, and so Ashley, at one point, I'll get to introduce you to your new team.
To what new team?
To DGE and Edge Enterprises team.
Edge Enterprise.
Edge Enterprise.
That sounds
double E
sophisticated.
Hey, I just came up with it on the fly. I figured I had Edge Entertainment, and I was like, I needed something that kind of an umbrella for all of the different companies. And so I figured, you know what? Edge Enterprises.
Right.
Bam.
This thing is booting slow.
Dude, it's probably trying to load like 7 million updates.
Probably is.
Because you know how Apple like automatically updates in the background?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to restart it in order for
Right.
for them to actually take place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just like
You know what? It's weird not having him here.
it is weird. It goes back to like way back in the day whenever we used to do this.
Yeah, when we used to do this. Yeah, just us. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe he's listening. Maybe he's listening while he's stuck in traffic.
I don't know. Have we even heard from him? Is he like in traffic?
All I heard from him is that he thought about creating a new liquor occasionally, which I think is idiotic, stupid idiot.
Idiotic, stupid idiot?
Yeah, stupid idiot.
All right.
Stupidity. See, even Ashley's asking where Andy is.
Your guess is as good as ours. Like, we have no fucking clue where Andy is. He's
Anthony's
I to the A.
Anthony said it took him 3 hours to update his laptop.
Holy shit, Anthony! What laptop are you using? That PC or Mac?
PC.
I'm surprised it didn't catch on fire. Trying to install that many fucking updates.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. Well, you can go ahead and start with stories if you want.
Or how about weather, Patrick? That's your.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can't look at it. Never mind.
It's cool outside. It's kind of rainy.
So what'd you do with we'll talk about the last week, like, since I guess we went live and then we had the snow, or not snow, thunder sleet, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Right.
Ice.
Right.
And the whole state was paralyzed.
Yeah. Well, it was paralyzed all the way down to San Marcos.
Oh, really? I thought it went further down than even that.
Well, a little bit went to San Antonio,
Yeah.
but that's pretty much it. So, you know.
And then, of course, I got sick during that time, which was kind of, I guess, a blessing, because then I'm like, I'm home already. So at least if I'm sick, I'm already home. So Anthony said, yeah, it was PC. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I wish I could see what's going on here.
So basically I'll talk about it. So today and tomorrow is going to be rain and more rain. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looks like we're going to be in the upper 50s to 60 on Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, guess what? More rain.
Is it going to get cold?
No, it's going to be a 60s rain. So not unlike tonight where it's cold and fucking rainy out.
49, 49, 48, something like that.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, because it was 60 today, so it dropped. Yeah, because I walked into work today, didn't even have a jacket. And then when I left, I was like, thank God I have my fucking jacket.
Yeah, right.
We had one of our customers in today, so we all had to like dress up nice, and Ashley had to wear clothes and like not pajamas and shit.
She wore clothes?
She wore clothes today.
That's good.
For work.
That's good. That's good that she wore clothes. Yeah, it is.
Didn't want to scare away our customers.
That's not cool.
Just
dude.
kidding. Love you.
That's not cool, dude. Yeah. So, all right. Well, what's going on in the news again?
So the first story is a local story. Number 1 Dallas County most wanted owes $116,696.18 to our lovely friends NTTA. I have so many fucking stories about that company, and none of them are good.
I hate TTA.
Yeah, I know. They send you nice love letters at least once a week, if not more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're assholes. They don't even live here, and they're assholes.
Ashley, why did Alana get you swords for your hair? That is like the worst fucking idea ever. I'm gonna have words with her tomorrow. Oh wait, no, I'm not, because I'm working from home.
With who?
With Ashley.
Oh.
Or actually, words with Alana. I'd be like, why are you giving her weapons? It's bad enough we had to hide all the rest of them. Now you're giving her ninja stars and
You
blades and
don't need to give Ashley any fucking weapons.
No.
So
going back to the toll NTTA, audience, I want to hear your NTTA toll stories because I'm sure all of y'all have some. Patrick, do you have any NTTA toll stories?
Yeah.
And also, like, if you ever sell a vehicle, I'm sure you guys probably have NTTA stories regarding that as well.
Yeah. NTA, they, oh my God, I get a letter from them like every other fucking week.
So you remember back in the day, I don't know if they still do this, but they made it so you can't register your car. But then they not only did they not allow you to register your car, but you couldn't renew your license.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this again, and the only reason why they lifted the whole license suspension thing is because I guarantee 3/4 of Texas was driving around with no fucking license. And then finally they realized, oh shit, we got to do something about this. We can't.
Well, everybody in Texas is driving around with, they owe.
Oh, yeah.
NTTA.
I literally, so get this shit. So I could literally talk for hours about NTTA, like, and how fucked up it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally have it auto draft out of my account.
Right.
And because it's tied to a, checking card or debit card.
Right.
They still say that I owe them money, even though it's auto drafted.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like that I owe them like 25 cents or 50 cents. It's usually like in the hundreds. And I'm like going, how's that even possible when I have auto draft and everything else? So here's the deal. So they tie it to your debit card instead of your account, your checking account. So your checking account never really changes unless, few people, switch banks and stuff like that.
Right.
But your debit card, at least mine, changes every like 6 months or so because I go through them like fucking, they're going out of style. And mine doesn't even work in half the places. Your computer's still jacking it up, even with the reboot.
Yep. I just turned it off. No, I didn't.
Pull the plug on the monitor.
All right, yeah.
Because that worked last time. You pulled the plug on it, like not the HDMI, but the actual power cord. And then let it sit for a minute. But the top monitor is fine, right?
Oh yeah, the top monitor's fine, but it's not showing me where I can sign in to.
That's because it's seeing that it's there, but it's not connecting to it. So you gotta wait a minute and then connect to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to the NTTA. So I called them a while back, back when I was running up. I literally made the Dallas Morning News the back page because that's where they put the wall of shame to try to get people to pay, like way back in the day when I had 3 cars.
Oh yeah.
So they. And I called him and I was like, hey, I got to pay all of these surcharges. And I'm like, we're talking thousands of dollars.
It's the administration fees.
Well, it's the administration fees that screw you. But then if you don't pay, then at the time, they suspended your license or whatever. And they wouldn't let you renew. And then you had to pay a surcharge on top of that. So it was like, if you didn't afford the toll, how are you going to afford the admin and the surcharge on top of that? Like,
right.
I'm like, it's just, and so I called him up one time and I was just like, what the hell's the deal with, why you guys, suspending people's license or not allowing people to renew and this, that, and the other. I go, you're a business and I own a business too. And I was like, I can't suspend people's licenses because they didn't pay, for services or paid for, stuff that I've done for people like that's like highly illegal. So like, how the fuck are you able as a company to use a public service to work on your behalf to make it force people? It's like the mob,
right?
Like they're literally forcing people to pay by dirty ass tactics. Like, well, we're just not going to renew your fucking license. We're just going to let you just drive around with a uninspected, unregistered fucking vehicle. Like, how safe is that for the public? that we have people driving around with no registration or registration is 2-3 years old or whatever, all because of these toll fucking Nazis. I hate to say it, but that's what they are.
Well, that's what they are.
And so get this. So I'm talking to this lady on the phone, and I was like, "How is this legal?" Blah blah blah. And she goes, "Well, sir, we have what are they called? Lobbyists that go to." Yes, I know. And dude, after I heard this, I was literally like, "This is what's wrong with America." Because lobbyists, if those of you listening that don't know, they basically work on behalf of whatever company, and they push legislation and shit to get passed to benefit them.
Right.
Ubers, you've heard throughout the news and stuff a few years ago about how they lobbyists were basically taking over cab industries that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
So this lobbyist thing is like literally the Achilles heel to the economy and to citizens and the people that it's supposed to protect. It actually does the opposite. And the only thing it protects is the company. So literally that's what she told me on the phone. So I was like, let me get this straight. So they're able to push government laws and stuff in their favor because they have lobbyists. And she was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm like going, oh my God, I hope this call is recorded. And can I have the tape?
No,
can you send that
cannot
to me,
have
please?
the tape. You cannot have the tape. No.
But yeah, that was my first experience with them, and I was like, dude, in our area, it's like you can't drive around without fucking driving on a toll somewhere.
Oh yeah, no.
And I did the math just like where I'm working now, and I'm spending over $350 a month just on fucking tolls.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's not even gas. That's just tolls.
God.
To drive on a fucking road. That's probably been paid. I probably paid for a good portion of it.
No, you just pay for a slab.
I want that slab named after me, damn it.
Devin G. Yeah.
I want the Devin G slab.
The Devin G.
I want that gangster one.
Devin Gaylord or Devin Greg.
Greg.
Devin Gregory. I'll start calling you Devin Gregory.
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 That's a terrible name.
It is.
Ashley says, and I have to auto load, reload $40 when it's low, so I've never had a problem. Well, that's because you manually go in there. I don't even know my password half the fucking time to get in there. And then don't get me started with the whole NTTA and then the zip cache, because apparently they're two different companies, but yet the same. Explain that one to me, dude. It makes no fucking sense.
Ashley said that she helps build 4 Gaylords.
You help build 4 Gaylords?
Oh, is those?
Oh, that's
those
that's what
boxes.
Yes,
The
at
boxes?
work. Yeah, you know. You know now.
They're
No,
almost
probably-
as tall as me. Fuck.
So, Ashley, you actually put together or assembled 4 Gaylords. That sounds so terrible.
You should have recorded it. What the fuck? How's this go? Shit. Fuck these gays.
I wonder how long it took her to do one.
And she could kick it. She can kick it. You know? So
So imagine this: that like this guy owes almost $117,000 in tolls.
Right.
Dude, that's a fucking house. That's literally for driving. Like, does anybody not see how absurd this is?
It's fucking stupid, dude.
It's beyond stupid.
It is. It's stupid.
Speaking of stupid,
Okay.
why do Texans eat pickles at fucking movie theaters? This like I you know what's funny is it's not just movie theaters. I first noticed it at remember skating rinks when those were a thing?
Oh yeah.
Dude, everybody.
Right. Yeah, I know. They still have well they have pickles at at theaters still.
You know, it's funny, but I don't think I've ever really noticed people eating fucking pickles at movie theaters, but apparently it's a thing. So Texans have been eating pickles at movie theater snack for as long as most Texans can remember, but the practice may come as a surprise to those outside of the state. So those of you who are listening who aren't from Texas, you're going to learn something. Sit back, relax. I'm going to educate you.
All right, go ahead.
So the tradition goes back to at least 1954 and is believed to have originated from the state's Germanic population. German cuisine has influenced over Texas foods for But the practice of eating pickles in movie theaters hasn't caught on in other areas of the U.S. Despite the increasing prevalence of non-traditional movie snacks, pickles in theaters don't seem to be spreading in other states. Unlike our Whataburgers.
The Whataburgers are starting to go into other states.
They are. That's what I'm saying. Unlike the Whataburgers, fucking pickles in a movie theater apparently have not caught on.
Right.
It's a shame, man. It's a shame.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, and I'll get to the what you call it.
Did you get the monitor to work?
Yeah.
Sweet.
For right now. Shit.
You know what you should do? I was gonna say if that's all hooked up to a power strip, just fucking turn the power strip off whenever we're done.
Okay.
So there's a latest development. You remember we did the story on the guy that stole the monkeys? Apparently there's been a lot of thievery going on in the Dallas Zoo.
Thievery.
Thievery.
Did you say thievery or there it goes again?
Son of a bitch.
What the fuck, man?
I just look over and I see your face all green.
This sucks.
That does suck.
This sucks. Whatever. I don't care.
Let's see. Byrony says, y'all, I'm trying to stay in tune, but my reception is sketchy right now. Well, thank you for staying in tune.
Yeah, well, that's because you live in Corsicana.
No, it's Maybank Pearl. Remember?
Maybank Pearl.
Yeah.
Maybank. She lives in Maybank.
Pearl May.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to fucking confuse you because you usually get it all. You usually say it wrong. Byrony says Whataburger is going downhill, though. Yeah, it has kind of gone downhill. And the last time I went, which haven't gone in like 6 months or whatever, they totally fucked my order up, and I was so pissed because I was looking forward to one thing, and when I get home, that one thing that I was looking forward to is not even in the fucking bag, and I'm like, I don't even want to eat this now.
What was it? Onion rings.
Onion rings, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers gave me French fries.
Yeah, fucking French fries.
Fuck French fries. I can get that anywhere. But
Yep.
their fucking onion rings are on point.
Yeah. Yep.
So speaking of on point, this man arrested in connection with the missing Dallas Zoo monkeys also was involved with the clouded leopard. They've linked him to that as well. And then I heard today, get this, that when he gets out, he's going to keep doing it. He says he likes animals and shit, and he's going to continue doing what he's doing. So obviously he hasn't learned his lesson.
Well, he's a dumbass.
A man named Davion Dwight Irvin, 24, has been arrested in Dallas in connection with the recent kidnapping of the tamarin monkeys from the Dallas Zoo. Irvin was spotted near the Dallas World Aquarium and was arrested after staff at the aquarium recognized him and told the police. Irving admitted to his involvement in several recent incidents at the zoo, including the monkey kidnapping during questioning by the police. He has been charged with 6 counts of animal cruelty, 2 counts of burglary into the building. The investigation into the death of a vulture is ongoing, and Irvin is believed to be linked to it as well. So the zoo is working to improve security measures to prevent future incidents.
What?
So can you picture him trying to break into the fucking aquarium? What's he going to try to do? Bring home a dolphin?
Yeah. Try to be home.
I think I can bring that bitch home.
That would be expensive. Got to feed him like what? Sea bass.
Sea bass.
I don't know. That's just something, or give him tuna or something. Fuck, I don't know.
He'd probably try to throw it in the fucking lake and see.
Yeah. Put a dolphin in a lake, see what happens. But they're saltwater fish, so they won't last long.
Ashley, you're right. I should have checked. But it was one of those things. I was tired, and that's literally the reason why you go to Whataburger is you're tired, you don't feel like cooking, and everything else. And that answers Byrony's question. All that cooking you do, make your own damn earrings. Yeah, but I don't know if I can make them as good as I could try. But like I said, I was tired, exhausted, and that's the only reason why I stopped. Because I was like, dude, that sounds really good right now.
What?
Onion rings.
Oh.
Anthony says, I've always wanted a penguin myself.
Well, then go get a penguin from fucking Dallas Zoo.
Hey, maybe that's what he was trying to steal was a fucking penguin just for Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony, is that your hookup?
Wow, this is weird that he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Ashley said a couple sneaked a shark in a baby stroller. That seems like something Brittany and Raymond would do. She loves fucking sharks. Ashley says, do the stuffed onion rings with bacon. Ooh,
What?
that sounds good. All right, where you gonna make them, Ashley? Where is this product?
I ain't eating it.
I ain't eating it.
If she makes it, I ain't eating it. Nope. Don't
Nope.
think so.
Nope, not today.
No, not gonna eat it. All right, and what was the next one? Oh, there it is.
So this is a pretty good topic, and I wish Andy was here to kind of talk about it since his girl's working in the service industry. He'd probably have some insight as well. So a bartender was charged with overserving a man convicted in a drunken driving crash that killed a Euless detective.
Yeah, I saw that.
Kayla Richardson, a 26-year-old bartender, has been arrested for overserving alcohol to Dylan Molina on November 27th of 2021, leading to a deadly crash in Lake Worth. Molina's blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit, and he had THC in his system. So not only was he drunk, but he was dazed and confused as well. Richardson, not the city, but the person who was the bartender, was working at Fuzzy's Taco Shop in Lake Worth, and her alcohol server's license had expired at the time of the incident. She has been charged with sale to certain persons, a Class A misdemeanor, and faces up to a year in prison and a $4,000 fine. She was released after posting a $1,000 bond. The arrest fulfills a commitment by the Lake Worth Police Department to hold those responsible accountable. But who the hell's holding the fucking police accountable? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So that being said, do you think she should be held accountable or the restaurant? Because the
Both.
Restaurant
I think both should be.
they kept her on the floor, without checking her TABC certification.
Yeah.
So I think the restaurant and her, I think probably the restaurant should lose their license for allowing someone to serve without having their.
But aren't they supposed to like cut them off or whatever if they get like, really drunk?
Well, so here's the situation. So I've bartended for 15 plus years. I had a guy come in, spoke perfect English, didn't slur his words. We had a conversation. We were bullshitting, whatever. Got him a beer, just a beer, no liquor, right? And then literally, I went to greet a couple guests and start his tab. By the time I came back, the dude was on the floor.
Wow.
So seeing, yes, as a TABC certification, somebody that's certified, I'm still certified. Yes, there are certain signs to look for, but if that person has medication, you don't know how that medication is going to interact with alcohol. So we found out after the fact that this guy was on some new medication, and once he drank that beer, for whatever reason, it didn't act well with the system, and basically he almost went into cardiac arrest. Yeah, so they had to, ambulance came within like not even 2 minutes. Like they were like literally there on the spot. So yeah, like there's certain situations, like in this case, this guy obviously had smoked a bunch of weed and he's probably thirsty. But yes, the bartender should have been able to, tell by how much he's drinking, how he's drinking, and stuff like that. But like, the case that I, talked about, you can't always tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, it is up to her to renew her license, and it's up to the establishment to make sure that her license is valid.
Right. Yeah.
And in fact, that's the manager's job to make sure they write down all the staff and when their TABC certification is expired, and it's up to them to check that. But clearly, like this case, they don't usually check.
Yeah. Okay, so what? No, I'm just looking.
Did you get your screen to work?
Yeah, I got it to work finally.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So a chaotic scene erupts outside a Texas grocery store after someone posts about free food being distributed amid all these power outages. Yeah. And guess where? We're still in local news, so it's not Florida.
I was just looking at Florida. I was actually just looking at Florida news. I don't know. Let's see. That would be Irving,
No.
Denton,
Much more weird.
Lake Dallas,
Close.
Louisville,
No.
Flower Mound,
Nope.
Highland Village.
Austin. I said way weird. Come on.
God.
Keep Austin weird.
Austin?
Yes.
Austin?
Authorities had to respond to gridlock roads near an H-E-B grocery store after false rumors spread about free food being given away. And here's the fucked up part. Like, this story is kind of fucked up in two parts, but let me get through it and then we'll talk about it. The store said it did not offer free food and that the mass of discarded food was due to power outages causing perishable items to spoil. Law enforcement was called in to control the situation, and the store explained that it had to dispose of the food due to strict food safety standards. A disaster declaration was issued by Texas Governor Fuckface Big Nugget for the affected areas, including Travis County. I'm not even going to fucking say his name. I can't stand that fucking twat waffle.
I'll say it. Abbott.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, if you saw the pictures and stuff that correspond with the story, it's kind of fucked up. So what are your thoughts, like, about, I mean, obviously not about the posting, somebody posted about free food, that's going to obviously cause, especially during an ice storm when you're supposed to not be driving in the shitty conditions. But what do you feel about the store just like throwing it away and, I mean, not donating it or not, you know what I mean? Like, because you have a certain amount of time before it's going to actually spoil. It doesn't spoil in one fucking day.
It's just stupid. I don't know. It's just stupid to post something that, you know, that they have free food because, you know, power outages and everything. But I mean, my thing is why would somebody do that?
Well, because they saw a bunch of food that's literally going to go to waste, and they said, well, rather than throw it into a dumpster, why not let people that need it get it?
I can make this political.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to.
How's politics playing this?
Because Austin is
damn Republicans.
Hey, it's not a damn Republicans. It's. I mean, it sounds like some liberals would do.
Well, it is Austin, so
it is. I mean, it's the new LA. So
but what do you think they should do? Just take all that food and just throw it away?
I think that they
That's
should.
The more
I think that they
part of this story, not the fact that.
Well, I know, but I think that they should just get the food that's about that's about to expire. And everything, because I've gotten sick on expired food before.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's something that I tried to explain to her when I cleaned out her refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I would have peanut butter. I said, yeah, but it expired 2 years ago.
Oh,
ouch. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know if she's listening or not. So, I mean, if she is, she's probably going, yeah, you threw away all my fucking shit.
Molly's absolutely right. That's because you don't clean. Yes, he lets everybody else do it for him.
No, I don't. Hey, you know what? I do my part. I really do.
Which is nothing.
No, I do my part. I do my part, Molly. Whatever. But no, it's
there she is. Misty, great timing. She says, you threw away all my food, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, Molly.
And I was laughing all about it.
Molly, I agree with you 100%. His part, yeah, exactly. But my part is taking naps, motherfucker.
Oh hell yeah, I take naps. You can ask Misty.
Molly says all caps. She's yelling at you. You said, you threw away all her fucking food. You inconsiderate motherfucker.
Oh shit. Well, no, I've been sick. I mean, I got sick off expired food.
All right, what expired food did you get sick off? Was it 2-year-old peanut butter? Is that why you brought that up?
It was 3-year-old peanut butter. But no, I mean, what was weird, and I don't mean to go into, and I think Molly was there. I'm not sure, but I mean, and I don't mean to go, go
spit it out.
Go back to my dad or whatever. But the thing is that when we cleaned out his pantry and everything, Mom had already bought a lot of food before she went into surgery, right?
Yeah.
And we went into his. He went into his pantry. We found ketchup back from 1999 when it was 2005.
Holy shit.
And I mean, there was a lot of expired food.
All right, audience, what's the oldest food you found, and what was it, and how old was it? Like, you don't have to remember the specific date, but just remember like how old it was and what was that particular item. I'm just curious. But yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, like I said, mother bought a lot of food.
Yeah.
While she was in the hospital, so dad could take care of himself. Well, he didn't really do that, but try to take care of himself,
Right.
and everything. And I know one time when I walked in from work, oh Jesus Christ, I walked in from work, and he was sitting at the bar, and he was eating apricot jelly with a spoon. And I'm going, Dad, what are you doing? He goes, I'm eating apricot jelly, and it's damn good. And I looked at the expiration date, and it was 2001, and this was 2004. I mean, it's almost exactly a month before, or
Molly, you're absolutely right. How many traits does Patrick have that his dad had?
No,
I can think of a handful of them right now, and none of them are good.
No. Hey, I throw away expired food. Misty knows.
Not the only good trait he picked up from his parents is that he raised his kids right.
Hey, you know what? I'll take that.
Right? He's like, fuck all the rest. At least I got one.
I'll take that. I mean, I got 2 good kids, and everything. And so, and
Molly says, yeah, now you have 2 good kids. What are you trying to say?
No.
Back in the day?
I had 2 good kids right when they were fucking born. Right when Jimmy was born, right when Molly was born.
That was the only time y'all were good.
Kids. I had
when y'all were born. The rest of the time,
they were big kids too. So Jimmy was 9'5.5", and Molly was almost. Poor Molly. Molly was almost 9 pounds, and I mean, because she was.
That's a huge bitch.
She was 8'11", and so. But anyway, I mean, it's. I don't know.
Patrick's
but you know what? I knew one way to make their mother throw up, and that's cook seafood in the house. And she would walk in, it sucks, it stinks in here, and she turned right around and walked away. I said, well, kids, looks like it's us tonight.
Nice.
And it was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
Molly says it was my big ass head you gave me. No comment.
When I saw Molly Crown, I went, holy shit.
Snorted.
It was funny. It wasn't funny.
You were like this.
It was good.
That's a huge bitch.
No, I didn't. No, I wasn't thinking that. I was going, damn. How's Molly gonna come out of that?
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's how.
Yeah.
Ashley said, I grew up with a very organized mom. We rarely had food past date. Only when she got sick did it become a thing, and even then, rarely. We always check dates, and a habit that is grained in me.
And Molly
says, Devin, you big asshole.
You're a big asshole. But no, I mean, it's back to Dad. I mean, we started going through his pantry, and we were seeing stuff from 99, 2001, 2000, and we're going, we can't take any of this. Let's just throw it away. So me and Rachel just started throwing everything away.
Yeah.
Because it was no good.
It reminds me, so like one of my cousins posted about like my grandparents, which would have been her, mom and dad, and talking about all the stuff that like we learned and memories and all that sort of stuff. And one of the things that this brings up, like one of the memories of when we used to eat at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
At any given time, she had anywhere from 10 to 30 cats, right?
Oh God.
So everything was a la cat hair.
Oh my God.
Be like, here, you want some stroganoff a la cat hair? And so we were always like very leery of when we ate at my grandma's house. You had to inspect every fucking spoonful. So it wasn't so much the expired shit. Oh, your thing's fucking
Well, no, it's
okay.
oh, whatever. I don't care.
What,
Oh, it just went out.
dude, LG sucks. No wonder everybody fucking
Yeah, it
hates
just
on
went. It's out. It's completely out now.
Sweet. Can we fucking target practice that piece of shit?
It's completely out. It sure is. Yep.
Patrick finally broke
It's done.
fucking monitor. Good job, man. Congratulations. Took 157 episodes.
Damn it.
Hey, Tom, if you're listening, we got a new target to shoot at. Not Patrick, the monitor.
Yeah, not me.
I will clarify that.
Yeah.
For the listening audience.
Yeah, Molly. I know. The Asian trail trail mix on top of the fridge. Yep. That stayed up there for a few years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with that shit.
Ooh, Ash's got a good idea. Flamethrower. Ooh, God, that would smell so terrible. All that plastic.
Wow, that is out now. Completely out.
Well, I would.
It's out. Yep. It's all right though. But we can keep going, figure something out later on or whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, the top one's working, so it's okay.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
No. So I must have got a bad one.
Must have. I think part of the thing is for whatever reason, like setting or whatever, like your computer never shuts off. Like I'll walk by like late at night and your monitors and shit are still on, which is not healthy, especially for LG. LG sucks. Note to self, y'all don't buy any LG products. They all suck.
Yeah, don't. Wait, there it is. Nope. It's out.
So
Anyway,
speaking of things
whatever.
that suck, investigators are probing a possible near collision between 2 aircraft once again, this time in Austin. The NTSB, which is also known as the National Tire Safety Board, no, I'm just kidding. National Transportation Safety Board is investigating a possible runway incursion. That's what you want to call it these days.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And overflight between a FedEx and Southwest Airlines aircraft that took place at Austin Bergstrom International Airport. Air traffic controllers cleared the FedEx Boeing 767 to land on runway 18. Left, but just before landing, the controller cleared the Southwest flight to depart from the same exact freaking runway. The FedEx flight discontinued the landing and initiated a climb out, and the Southwest flight departed safely. A similar near collision happened last month at JFK Airport, where American Airlines jet improperly crossed an active runway and prompted a Delta Airlines plane to stop its takeoff. So yeah, like all these years of aviation, and like all of a sudden you're hearing all these incidents. Like, what do you think is going on? Because it's not just one airline.
It's with the ATC, I think it's they're using the same software as Southwest.
Yeah, and that might be why they had that 90 minutes of where every fucking airplane was grounded.
Yep. They refuse to upgrade their system. Yep.
Why do you think that is? Like, what do you think the holdup? Why do you think? Is it the cost? Is it time? Or what is it?
It's the cost, and nobody don't want to lose any money, especially people at the top.
Actually, you're probably right. AI is taking over.
Yeah, it's taking over.
AI is like, hey, I'll fucking fix this human garbage.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So they don't want to. I mean, they don't want to pay for it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
But the funny thing is, they sit there and they'll rake in the cash whenever times are good, right? But
oh hell yeah.
You know, they won't set aside to fix so that they can continue to fly safely.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, that makes me really concerned, especially since I'm gonna be flying in a couple weeks.
Well,
luckily, I'm not flying on any of those airlines or at any of those airports.
Well,
knock on wood.
That's that's good.
National news. Marijuana users have a constitutional right to own fireworks. No, I'm just kidding. Firearms. Judge rules. Judge in Oklahoma ruled that a law that prevents
Oklahoma.
yes,
Okay.
a law that prevents marijuana users from owning firearms is unconstitutional. The judge agreed with the argument of the defendant Jared Michael Harrison that the law was not consistent with the national's historical tradition of firearm regulation and violated his right to possess firearms. The ruling comes after the Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that people with domestic violence restraining orders have a constitutional right to own. Do you agree with that part?
No,
I agree with the first part.
I don't agree. Anybody that has been arrested or been charged
With domestic,
with domestic violence should not own a fucking gun. Any
or
kind
or
of,
have a restraining order. Like there's obviously a
any
reason.
kind of weapon at all.
Yeah. Like you get some crayons and a coloring book. That's what you get.
Of the Devin's AI. No,
Ashley, AI is already driving cars and planes. Hyundai, actually, speaking of, has a Rover that not only flies but also drives and can go off road too. It's pretty badass if you see it.
Who is that?
Hyundai.
Oh, Hyundai.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So apparently it flies like a drone, but then it can also land and then just drive. I was like, okay, now that's fucking brilliant.
Okay, so how much is that worth?
Oh, dude, it's prototype. It's probably millions, if not tens of millions of dollars. Because the first one's always the fucking most expensive.
No, fuck.
Then they figure out, oh, we can mass produce this, or we can, lower the cost. We can do this. We can do that.
Right.
Speaking of, since I know this is around your time period,
Mm-hmm.
the forgotten gas stove wars.
Hey, you know what? Those were good. Gas stoves were good. They get they
I
get
literally
hotter. They get
redesigned
hotter.
my kitchen so that I could have a gas stove.
They get hot. They get hotter quicker than the fucking electric.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the cost, it's way cheaper for gas to run than it is for fucking electric to run. So, what are they doing? Just trying to make the electric companies more money? That what it is?
Make ERCOT.
Because I always look at who's got the most to gain in this type scenario.
Yeah. Well, I mean, make ERCOT some money. Why not?
Yep.
What the fuck?
So the gas stove industry has taken a page from the tobacco industry by disputing science linking gas stoves to health problems and making its own studies. That sounds vaguely familiar. Back in the 1980s, the federal government was investigating the health effects of gas appliances, and there was a chance of regulation. The industry funded its own studies, produced its own literature, and disputed the science to avoid regulation. Today, the gas industry is once again in a similar situation, is repeating the same tactics. Although there have been dozens of studies and better quantification of the risk associated with gas stoves, the industry is still dependent on selling fuel to tens of millions of homes and is disputing the science. So stupid. If you want to fucking have gas stove, let you have a fucking gas stove.
I think that gas stoves.
Actually, I'm right there with you. I hate cooking on glass ovens, those glass stovetops, because everything scratches them, and then they're a bitch to clean. Got to use that ceramic fucking polish bullshit. Then you got to let it sit for 10 minutes, and you got to come back and wipe it. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I think they should keep the gas stoves because I know that. I want one day.
Ashley's like, I need fire. Of course, flamethrower. See, we're going full circle.
Yeah, you're right.
So here's a controversial one.
Okay.
Leaving Neverland director says Michael Jackson's biopic will glorify a man who abused children. So what do you think about all that? Have you heard about or have you seen anything about the Leaving Neverland?
No, I haven't even watched it.
I don't even know if it's out or what, or when it was released or whatever. But the director of the documentary, Leaving Neverland, has criticized the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic, calling it a glorification of a child. Yeah. He wrote in a comment piece for The Guardian that his film was an opportunity to reveal the grooming process that takes place in child abuse and prevent other children from being abused. The director hopes that the film can destroy Jackson's reputation, but says that this is not the primary goal. It's pretty much sounds like it is. He also questions the lack of outrage at the biopic and criticizes the media and fans for ignoring the child abuse allegations against Jackson.
My thing is on that.
Yeah, what is your thoughts on it?
Leave Michael alone.
Dude, he's fucking dead.
Leave Michael alone.
And I think
he's gone.
I think that's part of the problem that he's basically stating is that like nobody wants to get mad because he's dead. He can't defend himself. But that's also the catch 22. Like he can't defend himself. He's dead. Yeah, it's fucked up.
So leave Michael alone. It's like leave Lisa Marie alone.
So do you think that like the allegations and all this stuff, or do you think he's just weird? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Who? What? I mean, do I think
the other person I'm talking to in his
the
fucking
other
studio.
person? Oh, the director of the doc or what?
What are your thoughts about Michael Jackson? Based on what you know, based on so obviously you've been on this planet a lot longer than I have. Fucking centuries.
Michael, you know,
I mean, you were around when he burned his face back in Pepsi commercial days.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
remember when Richard Pryor did it too, but that wasn't, with Pepsi. That was with, Coke and all that crap. But Michael's dead. I think that people should just leave Jackson alone. Just fucking just.
You didn't answer my question.
Just drop it.
Be a lawyer.
Leave it alone. That's it. End of story. The guy's been dead for what? 2009 to 14 years.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, it'll be June. 14 years.
So he's not due for another album release, right?
They came out with everything when he died.
Right.
Yeah, they came out with everything.
Not as many things as they did with Tupac.
No,
Tupac came out for albums fucking 20 years later.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, he got, how can I say this?
With words, sentences, punctuation.
Damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't. Popularity.
What about popularity?
When he passed away, or when he died, his popularity went straight up again. I mean, straight through the fucking roof, because all of his 80s music, all of his 90s music, and everything that he was creating, before he died. I mean, it just went straight through the fucking roof.
Well, that being said, why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, because he was Michael Jackson. That was it.
Well,
I mean, he was more popular than his brothers, and everything. Yeah. He was more popular than Janet. He was more popular than LaToya too. So, I mean, this shouldn't even be whatever. I, in my opinion, this shouldn't even. I mean, Leaving Neverland shouldn't even be made. Shouldn't just leave Jackson alone.
Now I got to watch this movie.
That's it. No,
to critique this
guy. Okay, well,
not Michael Jackson, but critique the actual director and see what kind of spin he's trying to.
Yeah, because I mean.
But going back to what you said about like when people die, like when he died, like how his albums and stuff went through the roof. I noticed that there's a new trend with Spotify and all the new music outlets that whenever somebody passes, they release and accumulate all of their like compilation,
right?
And they'll create a station based on that user, because you were absolutely right. When somebody passes, all of a sudden their views. And their music and their album and all that sort of stuff starts spiking.
Oh yeah,
and this has been
and it did. And I mean, it's like when they released the final movie of him getting ready for his tour.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? I can't remember what it was. I saw it. I thought it was good. I liked it. And everything. I mean, I grew up with Michael. Jackson, and I mean, do you know who died on the same day as Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Who?
Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett.
Most people don't know that because, unfortunately, all the press and everything was all about him, and that was like the worst time she could have died because she was an icon too.
Oh yeah, she was Charlie's Angels. Yeah. So I mean, it was Farrah Fawcett in the morning, and then Michael Jackson in the afternoon.
Yeah, and there was like a bunch of speculation about propofol and all this stuff that he was, and they wasn't there like indictments and investigations?
Yeah, with his little doctor.
No, now you got me curious, and I want to figure out like what the fuck ever happened with that stuff. Speaking of, his kid changed his name from Blanket to something else.
Oh, really?
On a unrelated but related story.
Oh shit! I know Paris is still Paris.
Yeah.
So
what a horrible name, Blanket.
Yeah. Well. I can't explain that one.
I can see you naming a kid Buffalo.
Yeah. Hey Jimmy, if you're listening, your new name is Buffalo. He's probably saying, "Oh, Dad, I don't think so. If you're gonna change my name, I want Dallas." That's a stupid name too.
That's stupid. You are stupid. You is stupid.
or I can just call you Austin. No, fuck Austin.
Dude, there's so many kids named Austin. It's like that was like
I know Tamara, their mother.
I don't think I've ever met a good Austin. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, they she used to work with an attorney back when when we first met, and also when Jimmy was born and everything, and his name was Kim Mulberg, and he was the Democratic chairman for Dallas County, and so I mean I got to meet some people, Ann Richards, I got to meet Jim Maddox, of course they're gone.
Are you fucking name dropping over here?
They're all
acting like he's important over here.
They're all gone. So anyway.
Man, you outlasted everybody.
So anyway, Kim Mulberg, he named all three of his boys after counties.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Is Travis, Colin, and there was another one. I can't remember which one it was. No, it wasn't Tarrant.
Was one of them named Denton?
No, it wasn't.
That's the fucking worst name ever.
No.
Just like the town. No offense.
Hey, Denton Mulberg, come here. So
Denton doesn't even roll off. Like it sounds like you're yelling at somebody.
Right.
Denton.
Right.
What'd I do?
Yeah, and so now, as far as I know, and I'm not sure, but he ran for District 99 county judge. Kim Mulberg did, and I think he's still there. I'm not really sure. I don't pay attention to
If it ain't Course Canner, Patrick don't know.
That's true. Which hey, Robert Johnson and Amber McNutt and Isaiah Washington, congratulations on the movie Corsicana.
Oh wait, there's a movie?
Yeah, it's called Corsicana.
When did like recent?
Yeah.
What's it about?
They've been winning awards off of this too. And Isaiah Washington, I think he was on, what was he on?
Crack?
No, he wasn't on crack.
Mushrooms?
No, he was on another
LSD?
show. I can't remember what it's called.
PCP?
Billy Blair. Billy Blair's in it and all that. And I mean, it came out on video on demand today.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
On what platform do you know?
All of them.
Wow.
Yeah, all of them. And
that's a good question I want to ask. Is it Sarah that's in the movie business?
Sarah Lewis or Sarah
the one that's going to
the one that's going to come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, she's in the movie.
That's one of the questions that I have, and that's one of the challenges that I know I face. I don't know about you, is like the showrunners, the ones that actually, submit and push the shows through to all these networks.
Right. Well, I mean, that's something that you can.
Yeah, definitely want to circle back.
Yeah, we can
unpack that later, unless Andy would fucking say if he was here. Fuck face.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk shit about him the whole fucking podcast.
He didn't even tell us that
he didn't even I'm gonna be late or I got diarrhea, not of the mouth usual.
All he talked about was making alcohol.
Yeah, Maybe he got drunk off his own fucking alcohol.
Okay.
Andy, I'm gonna spill out your fucking
Occasionally.
occasionally.
Yeah. Do you get drunk, Andy? Occasionally. Hey, you want me to get over there and I'll act like Andy?
You should. Then I'll act like you.
No.
You salty bitch.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it came out. That reminded me that it came out today on all platforms.
Well, I guess I know what I'll be watching tonight. I'll check that out.
Oh yeah, it's a period piece. It goes back.
Is it like a documentary or what?
No. It's a full blast. It's a full blown movie. They shot in Corsicana. And it's about a sheriff or something like that. I didn't read all of it, but it was about a Sheriff Bass Reeves that came into Corsicana.
Is he the one that they got statues all over the square and stuff of?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I've read some of the plaques and stuff about him.
Yeah. And so it's doing really well, in all the festivals and everything. And so, I mean,
that's cool.
I have opinions about other stuff too, but and
that's why we have a microphone in front of us so we can share.
No. I'm not saying nothing about nothing.
Oh my God.
So
why do you even have a microphone sometimes?
Yeah, I know. And after the show, and I'll tell you, you'll understand why.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of dirt. I mean, there's a lot of dirt in any fucking town, but yeah, especially a small town. More dirt.
Yeah. I believe that the town of Corsicana or the city of Corsicana, whatever, I'll call it the town. The town of Corsicana, I know that it can be better, and everything, but it's the same as it was when Rachel and we used to cruise 7th down there. When we would always go down there.
So is that like 7th Street in Austin?
No. That's 6th Street.
No, 7th Street is the more posh.
Yeah.
6th Street is for the
7th is it's 7th / Highway 31 that goes to Waco and goes to Athens. Remember that time when we went out to Tampa, or I was moving out to Tampa and we went all the way down 31 to Athens and all that.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I believe that it can be a better city and everything. And from what I heard, Robert is doing a really good job of, cleaning it up and all that,
That's good.
As chief of police. Yeah. So
speaking of cleaning up, China balloon. I wish Andy was here to talk about this.
Oh man, God, I don't want to talk about the China balloon. What the fuck, man? Give me a shot. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Many questions about the suspected spy in the sky. That's kind of a nice little ring to it. Spy in the sky.
That's going to be a movie.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's working on a movie. There probably are. A large white, they call it orb, but we all know it was a balloon that drifted over the U.S. and was shot down by the U.S. Air Force, has led to diplomatic maelstrom. The U.S. says it was a Chinese spy balloon, while China claims that it was an errant airship used for meteorological research. China has issued a threat of further actions against the U.S. for the serious violation of international practice. That was the shooting down of the craft. The Pentagon says the balloon was carrying sensors and surveillance equipment, was maneuverable, and showed it could change course, and its presence prompted the cancellation of a trip by the Secretary of State to China to dial down just when tensions were high with us and China. So this obviously is not going to make the situation any fucking better. What do you think about that? And then they said also that
anything that comes into our airspace that's somewhere else, shoot the motherfucker down.
Yeah, like how can
there it goes?
How can China?
That's how they fuck it.
If you're in
shut it down.
If you're in restricted airspace, it's a reason why they call it restricted airspace.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it was flying.
They would have done that. They would have done the same thing to us if we would have sent. If we would have.
Oh yeah,
if we would have had a
Guaranteed.
U.S. balloon over there too.
guaranteed.
They would have fucking done it too. So fuck them.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. They don't need to come over here and fucking send their fucking stupid ass balloons over here. You know. Oh, by the way, have you seen the German balloon?
Yes.
So,
Oh, that was
have you
great.
seen the Mexican balloon?
Is it pinata?
It's a pinata.
That's fucking awesome.
So
love how we're like-
everybody's balloons are coming over here to fucking to spy on us and shit, you know, and everything. So anyway,
This would be a perfect opportunity. Hey, Trojan, if you're listening,
right.
fly that motherfucker up in the sky. You want to get some publicity? There you go.
Wonder what the Russian balloon would look like. It'll probably be a picture of fucking Putin on there.
It's Putin with his shirt off, riding a horse.
No,
Dude, I'm gonna fucking AI. Okay, Ashley, remind me tomorrow. I'm gonna create Putin balloon with his shirt off, traveling the airspace, and then I'll.
we should send one. We should send a balloon over to China to look like
Trump?
Bush.
Oh, Bush.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, we're getting all kinds of. I've seen all kinds of memes on.
What I loved is all the comments from like people that are supposed to be like smart. People, and I say politicians and smart in the same sentence, which is an oxymoron.
But also at the same time, I mean, everybody's making jokes about it, and
oh yeah,
that's what's cool about it, is that everybody is joking around about it, you know, and everything about the Chinese balloon, and of course, you know, there's other people serious, you know, on TikTok and all that crap. And
you ever seen the movie Up?
Yeah,
I want to do what is it called? Super impose. What is it? Super fuck.
what?
Where you basically take an image and then splice it into the actual image
Oh yeah,
of the little kid holding on to the balloon, and then
Right.
have it be the
Right.
leader of China that looks like Winnie the Pooh. So it's a Winnie the Pooh bear holding on to like
Right.
the movie Up.
yeah.
Oh my god, if I made that meme, it will go fucking viral. All right, Ashley, remind me to make that one too.
God. Oh, did you?
We're
see,
about to have some new content for the FU page.
Hey, did you see? Did you see? That? Did you see that one? Meme. That it was a Chinese balloon, and well, maybe I shouldn't say it, but Hunter was hanging from.
Oh shit!
I saw that one. Oh damn!
Dude,
And I-
wait, was his laptop in his hand?
yeah. And I just scrolled past it.
Oh
You know.
man.
So no. Not okay, whatever. But see, they said that Biden didn't want to shoot it down at first. Of course, he didn't want to, but he didn't want to shoot it down at first, and then finally, you know, he said, "Shoot it down."
Well, I think the problem was they were going to originally shoot it down, but then they were worried about the collateral damage of like it coming down, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's 60,000 feet up. And if you got to be strategic, and if you watch the footage of them actually hitting it, they didn't hit the reconnaissance part. They basically deflated the balloon.
Yeah,
So they shot the missile at so that way when it came down, it didn't just fall out of the fucking sky. It kind of like it basically acted like a parachute, which is actually pretty smart when you think about it,
right.
because now they can recover the equipment and find out for sure what the fuck really is going on. And I guarantee the FBI, CIA, all of them are going to have a fucking heyday whenever they find the transponder and all this shit sending information to mainland. Oh, they're going to have a fucking.
But you know what?
heyday.
If it has anything to do with Biden, they're not going to say nothing.
Oh, dude, they're not. We're never going to hear about it anyway. You know this. You got to wait 50 years from now, and they might get
Yeah, I
some
know, because it
redacted
took 'em-
fucking top secret shit that has like 4 words in it, says at and V.
Yeah, right. I mean,
All the rest is a bunch of black lines.
hell, it took 50 years for them to admit, yeah, there's UFOs out there.
I know Roswell. They still for years and years just denied, and then finally now they're all actually forming a committee to investigate
Right.
ATIP and stuff like that.
Yeah. Roswell would be a cool place to go to.
Hell yeah, it would.
Yeah, it would. So
Speaking of, Marfa apparently is the new modern day which is in Texas, which is not far from here. We should go investigate.
Marfa is way South Texas, man.
Yeah, but it's closer than fucking Roswell.
No, Roswell's closer than fucking Marfa.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Somebody fact check this fucker.
All right. I'll say, as long as my shit stays up.
Ashley says, I want to go. Let's go. Hell yeah. Of course I'm bringing you.
All right. Let me see how far it is.
It's good to have a little partner in crime.
Yeah.
All right. While you do that, I'm going to talk about the next story. So, Northeast Arctic blast sets a record for, get this, negative 108 degrees wind chill in New Hampshire summit.
Holy shit.
108. Dude, like, how can anything survive that? The U.S. Northeast experienced a dangerous cold spell on Saturday with wind chills as low as negative 45 to 50 degrees below zero Fahrenheit and a record-setting temperature of negative 108 degrees Fahrenheit on the summit of Mount Washington in New Hampshire. The South Station Transit Hub in Massachusetts was kept open to provide shelter for the homeless. High winds caused a tree branch to fall on a car in western Massachusetts, killing an infant and seriously injuring the driver. Boston's largest homeless service provider, Pine Street Inn, increased its outreach. The emergency room at Massachusetts General Hospital treated people for hypothermia and frostbite. Several cities and towns set or matched record low temperatures. That's fucking insane, man.
Yeah, it is.
I hate cold weather, man. I could not. No.
Misty loves cold weather.
I have a feeling you are completely fucking lying. Because I know females.
I just love cold weather.
Said no female ever.
I'm thin. I'm thin as hell, and I have no BMI, but I love cold weather. I mean, Jesus Christ, it was like 50 degrees, and she had her mittens on.
Mittens. That's a
Not
fucking
mittens,
word I haven't heard.
gloves or whatever. All right, so from Dallas to Roswell, New Mexico.
Yes, I want to hear it.
It's 491 miles.
491. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So,
Ashley, I'm right there with you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So from Dallas to Marfa is 520.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I told you that.
What the
it's only 20.
fuck?
It's only fucking 21 or 29 miles. But I mean, shit. You know.
Wow, and you're still in Texas.
Yeah, I mean, it takes longer. It takes longer to just get out of Texas than it does to actually, because El Paso is closer to LA than it is to Dallas.
That's fucked up.
I know. So from really fast, from Brownsville to Dalhart. Okay, you know where Dalhart is. Dalhart is the tippy corner of New Mexico and Colorado, right?
Yeah.
In the very corner of the Panhandle. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like 800. That's like 832, 852 or something like that. 852 miles. Let's just say 850
We'll just
miles.
call it 850.
Let's go 851. Okay. So it's 851 from Brownsville to Dalhart. From Texarkana to El Paso is 852.
Texas is a weird fucking state.
It's a big ass fucking state.
What's weird is like when you drive to when you go east, it feels like you're driving in Texas for fucking ever. And then as soon as you get out of Texas, it's like you pass by like 5 states in like the snap of a finger.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like you're driving through Texas forever. And then all of a sudden, oh, there goes Louisiana. Oh, there goes Mississippi. Oh, there goes Arkansas. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Like all these fucking states just breeze right by. But in Texas, you're like, oh my God, am I ever going to get out of fucking Texas?
Yeah, it's like going to Houston. It's like going to Houston. I mean, it takes long. Well, I want to use Corsicana as an example again. It's like if you're going to Corsicana, it takes you longer to get out of fucking Dallas than it does to actually get to Corsicana. Remember that time we drove down there? Yeah, it took us longer to get out of Dallas than it is to Corsicana. If you hit South Dallas, bam, you're there.
All right, so I'm going to.
I mean, you're like there 35 35, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
When it actually took us, 60 minutes just to get out of fucking Dallas.
So to put this in perspective, when I was in London 2 years ago, 2 or 3, I can't remember how many years. Anyway, it took us over 2 hours to get from London to London. And I'm like thinking, if I drove for 2 hours from here, I'd be like fucking damn near Austin.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm like, think of how many counties and how many, and I'm like, and I was still in London. I left London, drove 2 hours, and I'm still in London.
What the fuck? I'm still in London. I'm trying to get over here.
I'm like, how big is this fucking city? Jesus.
Right. Right. But yeah, I mean, it's weird how from Brownsville to Dalhart and then from Texarkana to, to El Paso,
Yeah.
it's weird. So, but I know the drive from fucking Pensacola to Tampa, that's a long ass drive.
Yeah, Florida's another one of those weird states. Like you look at it and go, oh, Destin to Tampa, that's not too long. And then you map it out and you're like, fucking 20 hours. Like, what? I'm still in the same fucking state.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it would take you 7.5, 8 hours.
Yeah.
9 hours to get there or whatever. Because when I always came back to Dallas, I would leave Tampa and, I mean, I would literally stop in Pensacola. I'm not driving any farther than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to take a nap.
I got to take a nap.
I'm fucking old. So,
Did I ever tell you about my Vegas trip that I drove?
No.
It was so it was a modeling gig or whatever in Vegas, and they did a per diem for travel, right?
Uh-huh.
They were paying, I think it was like $400 for air flight, whatever, to get there and back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, fuck that. I had a Prius at that time. I was like, I could go there and back for like $80.
Wow.
And then pocket all the rest of the money, right?
Hell yeah.
And so I did that, and it was funny. So I got to Arizona, somewhere in Arizona. I have no idea. Still to this day, I still don't know where the fuck I was at.
Right.
But it was this perfect rest stop. And it was a gas station, actually. And it had this weird ass, fucking 1970s sign.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like a LED, not LED, but those old school,
the Clown Motel.
No, it was like one of those ones you saw on the old strip, like way back in the Bugsy Malone, all those.
Oh, yeah.
That type of sign.
Yeah.
So I thought it was unique. I pulled over, took a nap, whatever. And the cool thing was obviously having the Prius, I could leave it running and not have to worry about, engine dying or not having to worry about battery issues or anything like that.
Exactly.
And then still have AC.
Yeah, right.
Because it's fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
So I get there, take a nap, whatever, wake up a couple hours later, and then fucking continue my journey to Vegas. And after that point, it wasn't that bad. Well, then on the way back, I started getting fucking tired right around Arizona. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is up with this state of Arizona that's just draining my ass? And so I pull over and I'm like, well, I'm going to find the nearest gas station, pull over and take a nap, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I pull over to the same exact fucking gas station. I shit you not. I wasn't using Waze or anything like that.
Wow.
The same exact fucking, and I parked in the same exact fucking spot.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't know that, Ashley.
I'm sorry, Ashley.
Your state does something to me, apparently. Fucking drains me. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, they don't turn their clocks back either, so.
Oh, they don't?
No.
I didn't know that.
That's why it's draining.
Fucking crazy.
I don't fucking know, man.
But yeah, so and the other reason why I drove was because I was working with this group called American Mafia. They're a hip hop, R&B, rap, whatever group, and they had I literally went to their studio and burned 12 CDs. This was back when CDs were a thing.
Oh yeah.
I burned 12 CDs of their whole catalog. And so I was like, when am I going to sit down and listen to 12 CDs straight? And I go, if I drive, I got nothing else to do. So I'm literally driving and taking notes.
Wow.
Of each track, each album and everything. And I'm like, man, this worked out pretty well. I got fucking new music to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably not safe at all, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But I was able to take notes and actually pick out my favorite track and made a CD.
You made an 80s mixtape.
Dude, I made an 80s mixtape based on my favorites.
Yeah. So Ashley was born in Arizona, raised in Texas, and got her high school diploma in Iowa.
What the fuck? Are you a military brat? I mean, I know your dad does.
You got around, Ashley.
Yeah, she does. She's like the globe.
But no, back to the 108, the negative 108 wind chill. You know, I think if Misty's listening, I think that she would like that. Negative 108.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can pretty much take a vote on that.
She would walk outside. She would walk outside and just
she would like
it just freeze.
She would literally open the door and like,
what the fuck is this shit? This sucks. So
oh my god.
Like I said.
Well, the good thing is if it's 108 below zero, all of her expired food would probably be still good.
It probably would be. But we don't live up there, so hey,
that's funny.
I'm still gonna go through her shit and see if she hit some. I know she did.
She got a secret stash she hit on you.
Yeah, I know she did.
So the Powerball jackpot grows once again, 747 million after no winner on Saturday's drawing. So it's kind of weird, like all of a sudden these jackpots seem to be getting like upwards in the billions, or getting pretty close to, if not
right,
past where I can't even remember throughout history that they ever were this high. It says this jackpot is the 9th largest in U.S. lottery history and follows a string of other large lottery prizes. The odds of winning, just so you know, are 1 in 292.2 million. And that means if you buy 292.2 million lottery tickets with different numbers, you might win one. Hey, but if it's worth 740, you still end up ahead.
Yeah.
Could you imagine somebody standing in line? Yeah, I need 292.2 million fucking lottery tickets. Sir, we can't do that here.
Yeah.
The last time someone won the Powerball jackpot was November 19th, 2022, and they got $747 million estimate for the winner, who was paid through annuity over 29 years, but winners usually opt for cash, which for the next drawing would be $403.1 million. Did you know the Powerball is in 45 states?
Yeah.
Washington, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And none of that money goes to ever fix the fucking schools. Don't let them bullshit lie to you. Otherwise, we would be the smartest fucking nation, in the world, but we're not.
Yeah, but anything that has to do with the state lottery.
Yes, Molly, I agree 100%. This goes back to go full circle about Patrick's dad's traits. That was one of the ones. That's why I saved it for later.
Well, you know what? I don't buy. Not anymore. I don't.
Misty buying for you?
Nope. Misty don't buy for me either.
Molly, are you buying for Patrick?
Nope. She ain't buying either. She ain't buying.
All right, I want to know. I'm going to put Patrick's face at every gas station. Don't let this fucker buy. You remember, was it Bam Margera, Viva La Bam, where he said, "Don't feed Phil"?
Yeah.
He put his on a billboard and handed out flyers to every fucking restaurant. Nobody would feed him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't do that shit. Not anymore. I don't.
Well, that's good.
No.
International news. At the time that I pulled this story, 17 were dead in a strong 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Turkey. But now I think we're in the tens, if not 20,000. So that shows in that short amount of time that when I pulled this on Sunday, and today's Tuesday, how many more dead. Like I don't know if you heard or saw, but they're actually a team of cadaver dogs in Mexico.
Right.
They're bringing them over to help find like bodies.
Wow.
And Turkey, who's had long battles with other countries and stuff, those countries are actually opting to help out.
Right.
But Turkey, in their infinite wisdom, declined their help. I'm like, really? You're going to be petty at a time like this? Like, it just shows how fucked up the world is.
Yeah, I know.
But a 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck Turkey's south, causing buildings to collapse and just chaos everywhere. The quake occurred 14 miles east of Nurdagi in Gaziantep province, close to the Turkey-Syria border, which goes back to what you were saying about
Right.
Syria, and was felt in several countries in the region, including Syria and Lebanon. The earthquake took place while residents were likely asleep and unprepared. Videos on social media show residents on the streets among the collapsed buildings. Strong aftershocks have been felt in the area, and rescue workers have been conducting search and rescue operations by flashlight. Oh, and to make matters worse,
Yeah.
unlike that other place that has 108 negative, but they're in like a bad snow and ice.
Wow.
So like most of the people that ran out of their house like ran out with like without coats and without proper clothing. So they're literally standing in the street when snow and ice and everything's coming down. Yeah, it's like add insult to injury. I'm just like,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody's seen any of the video footage and stuff that's happened. It's pretty horrific. It looks like something out of, and I guess we're like U.S. and Americans and stuff. We're kind of desensitized because like we see all this stuff in the movies and stuff like that. So when you see it in its actual live footage, it just doesn't seem real. Like it seems like it's CGI and it's kind of like desensitized.
It's almost like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie, not horror, but horror movie. That's just it's
A
terrible.
horror movie.
Horror movie.
Horror. Yeah, it's like a horror movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next story, the Pope, Anglican, and Presbyterian leaders denounce anti-gay laws. Pope Francis, the head of the Anglican Communion, and the top Presbyterian minister have denounced anti-gay laws and stated that gay people should be welcomed by their churches in an unprecedented joint airborne news conference. The three Christian leaders spoke out on LGBTQZXY rights while returning from South Sudan, where they participated in a 3-day ecumenical pilgrimage. South Sudan is one of the 67 countries that criminalized homosexuality, with 11 of those having the death penalty. Pope Francis referred to recent comments he made that laws that criminalize gay people are unjust. So what do you think about that? Like it's complete 180-degree circle. And then I find ironic that the priests have been caught, busted for same sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaving that one alone. I gotta leave that one alone.
Yep. And then in Chile, wildfires are spreading. It left at least 24 lives. People had perished. Nearly 1,000 were injured. Dozens of wildfires are raging throughout Chile. The president of Chile, Gabriel Boric, has declared a state of emergency in the southern regions of Biobío, Ñuble, and Areñaña. Yes.
Where was that again?
I don't know. International has started arriving from several countries that have pledged resources, including planes, firefighting teams. They should just, send a bunch of Californians over there.
Yeah. So California sent some Californians over there?
Yeah, California. They need to send some Californians over there.
Well,
they're used to dealing with fires.
What about Texas? Texas?
No, all the Californians in Texas can go over there too.
Well,
as far as I'm concerned,
Californians from California, and then Californians from Texas can go over there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they can go in droves.
Yeah. Put their houses up for sale and take off. Bye.
The next story: Israel protests. Thousands rally for the 5th week against government's legal reforms. Thousands of Israelis demonstrated in 20 cities across the country, including Tel Aviv, on February 4th, in opposition to legal reforms proposed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. right-wing government. The protests have been happening every Saturday since the government took office in late December and are seen as the largest in years. The legal reforms would allow Parliament to overrule Supreme Court decisions with a simple majority rule and give politicians more control over the appointment of judges. The government has also announced plans for settlement expansions in the West Bank and social reforms that have worried the LGBTQ plus community. So yeah, a lot of chaos going on
Oh God.
overseas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this next story is kind of weird. Europe bans Russian diesel and other oil products over Ukraine. I thought that was already a thing.
It is. it is.
So apparently, the European Union has banned Russian diesel fuel and other refined oil products, reducing their energy dependency on Russia, and trying to decrease Russia's fossil fuel earnings as a result of the invasion in Ukraine. The ban is accompanied by a price cap of $100 per barrel for gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, which is enforced by blocking insurance and shipping services from handing diesel over the limit, mostly located in Western countries. So what I heard is happening is they're basically leaving their shores and meeting another tanker or something out in the middle of the ocean, and then basically offloading it to the other tanker,
right?
And then selling it as, not Russian oil.
Exactly.
Like literally, the boat says, "Not Russian oil, nothing to see here." That's what it says on the side of it.
Not Russian oil, nothing to see here. That's kind of like a naked gun,
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. You see all this fireworks all exploding behind you. There's nothing. Please disperse. There's nothing to see here. She hates that movie too.
Really?
Anyway, yeah, I think it's funny as shit. I can watch that thing over and over. Did you see that one part where they were giving $20 to each other and Leslie Nielsen ended up making $20?
I did not. I never really got into this.
I thought it was funny. Anyway, okay, go ahead.
After watching like those Monty Python, I really couldn't really watch the Naked Gun series because it reminded me of like that dumb, dry humor of like Monty Python.
Yeah, it's a stupid movie.
Which is weird because I used to love Mr. Bean. Remember Mr. Bean back in the day? Like I grew up watching.
Missy loves Mr. Bean.
I can say so many things right now.
Missy, matter of fact, actually, we were sitting on the couch last night, and she goes, I love Mr. Bean. I love Mr. Bean.
Oh my god. You okay over there?
I'm laughing.
Patrick, you laughing some of the dumbest shit.
I'm laughing because
clearly there's an inside joke.
There is.
Oh, she says, no, I hate Mr. Bean is stupid. So she is listening. Way to trigger her. Good job.
I know.
He knows all the buttons to hit.
I'm hitting that button, Missy. She likes it. She likes the naked guns too. she
loves negative 108 degree weather. I'm learning so much about you, Misty.
Yeah, she loves negative 108 degree weather. And another thing
what else does she love? I'm learning all about Misty tonight. So is the audience, apparently.
She likes watching shows over and over and over, like Talladega Nights.
If you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
I just think it's funny. She's not here to fucking slap me. Okay. Probably by the time I get home or whatever.
I'll slap you.
Look, see, she goes no lies.
Lies.
But she likes that one show. What's that one show? Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. And she loves Top Gun Maverick. She has watched that thing over and over and over.
I'm sensing my bullshit detector is fucking going off the chart.
Yeah, it is. So, like I said, she's not here to slap me and jerk on my
Thank God
shirt.
for you.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, I'll probably end up getting this shit when I get there anyway. So it's okay. I don't care. But anyway, see, she said that.
Okay.
She does love Raymond.
Just like the show implies, everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah.
So this is the last story to wrap up the international news. Germany has evidence of war crimes in Ukraine in the 3-digit range, prosecutor says, which I'm kind of worried because I'm going to Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put a fucking target right on there. Germany's prosecuting general, Peter Frank, has said that the country has collected evidence of war crimes in Ukraine. The evidence so far is in the triple-digit range. The evidence was collected by interviewing Ukrainian refugees and evaluating publicly available information.
Hello, Pam.
Hello,
Pam.
Pam.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's your song. All right.
All right, Pam. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, yeah. So every time we say her name, we have to play that, right?
Yep.
Okay, Pam. All right. I know she likes that shit. So, anyway.
Anything to make our guests happy.
Yep.
So in business news, I don't know if you can see this headline.
Yes, the CEO of Southwest Airlines, Bob Jordan, denies the meltdown that happened recently at the airline was due to technology issue. Bullshit. He claims it was a weather event that turned into a crewing aircraft routing network event, ultimately pushed the technology to the point where it could no longer function properly. If Gary Kelly would have changed it, it would have been totally different. However, the author of the post disagreed with Jordan's statement, as I do too, and argues that the failure of the crew scheduling software was the ultimate cause of the disaster.
Yep.
Okay. Jordan is also questioning if the airline communicated well enough during the meltdown. No, they didn't. Which
many passengers will agree with you.
Yeah. Which the author finds surprising considering it was days into the meltdown before any public statement was made by Jordan, of course. The author feels Jordan's approach lacks humility and would feel more reassured if Jordan took more responsibility for the situation. Okay, here's my opinion.
Let's talk about it because I think this is a good.
Here's my opinion. All right. Bob Jordan inherited all the bullshit that Gary Kelly did not fix while he was CEO. We had tried to tell upper management, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem, but it all looked good on paper. And as long as it looks good on paper,
as long as they're making that money,
it's all a go. You know what I'm saying? Because we tried to tell Van de Ven, we tried to tell Kelly, we tried to tell Romo, we tried to tell everybody that's in upper management that the system was getting old. That's even the FAs, which is flight attendants. They even tried, the FAs tried, mechanics tried, pilots tried, ground ops tried. Never listened to us. And so what happened? I don't blame Bob Jordan on this, but Jordan could have came out and said something sooner than what he did. And everything. And
I think as a leader,
it was a matter of time before everything just went to shit. It really was. Now, everything was running. I know that Kelleher, up to the time of his death, the founder, I know that Kelleher didn't have anything to do with trying to, to fix the issues or anything like that. But at least he took care of his employees when he was around. Kelly, we were just We were just a number. We were just a employee number. Now I might lose a benefit to them, but you know, it's hard. It's hard to do it. It's hard to fly now. So, but
And also, tell the audience, people that may be new listeners, that sort of stuff. How many years were you with Southwest?
I was with Southwest about 30.
So it's not like, ladies and gentlemen, it's not like he was a a new employee. He'd been around the block. He'd seen a lot of
I've seen some shit.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of hands, change and basically a revolving door as far as leadership and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I actually went through 3 CEOs.
That's where I was going with that.
Right.
So in that 30-year tenure, so that averages a new CEO every 10 years, basically.
Right. So
and then explain who Bob Jordan is and what his role was when you started and what it is.
Well, Bob
obviously.
Bob is from AirTran, and everybody that's in upper management besides Romo, and Rutherford. I'm not saying their first names. Everybody that's up in executive management now was all AirTran that we bought back in, or that the airline bought back in 2010.
And explain to the audience, like, was AirTran, was it a successful, like, what is, in relation to what an airline now that people can relate to? What was it? It was like Spirit Air? Like, did they have folding chairs? Like, what?
AirTran, I don't know if I really want to say this or not, but I will. AirTran was used to be ValueJet.
Oh, okay.
So
ValueJet got in a bunch of trouble for crashes and stuff like that.
Well, they had that one big crash in the Everglades.
Yeah, Florida.
I think it was 1989 or something like that.
I do remember that.
Yeah. And they improperly loaded oxygen canisters unsecured in the bin of the airplane. And one fell, struck the bottom of the bin of the airplane, which is metal, and caused a fire and straight down.
Wow.
Straight down into the Everglades. That's what I read. That's what I knew. That's it. So
going back to the question, what was Bob's role when you first started?
He was, I believe that he was CEO for
AirTran. Okay.
AirTran. I believe that he was.
Okay.
I don't know for sure. Didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
Because
this is based on your perspective.
Yeah,
this is based on your tenure. You don't have to fact check anything.
Yeah, but you know, there for a while we thought that AirTran bought Southwest.
Really?
And just used Southwest,
namesake basically.
Yeah. Southwest, yeah. That.
Yeah. What do they call that? They call it in business.
Livery, whatever.
Oh.
So anyway, then Southwest, it comes out that Southwest bought AirTran.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really fucking knows.
How many not ports, but how many air what is it called?
I believe that Southwest, if Southwest actually did buy AirTran, they bought them because of routes.
That's what I was going to ask. How many routes did AirTran have, and how many did Southwest?
That I did not know.
Okay.
All I know is that they had international routes that Southwest wanted.
Okay, so it was more of a divide and conquer spread. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Everything was running smoothly in up to 2006, 2007. And then Gary Kelly came in as CEO.
Where did Gary Kelly come before he was CEO?
He was CFO. He was CFO for Southwest.
Oh, okay, so he didn't come from another company.
No.
So Gary Kelly, before he was CFO, was he always with Southwest?
Yes, he was always
up the ranks.
Yeah, he was always with Southwest from the early '80s.
So that being said, he was boots on the ground, and so he saw the company from literally, the bottom, and then worked his way up to the top. So he has more skin in the game and more, passion about it because he started from the bottom.
Yeah,
Now he's here.
he had a business finance degree from UT Austin,
Okay.
and so I mean he wasn't bad. It's just he didn't hear us. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he wasn't Don Carty bad. Don Carty was the CEO of American at the time that American stocks tanked down to $1 in 2003.
Yeah, I think that's when isn't that when Sabre decided to start their own thing because they were worth more value than being a part of American. Ouch! It's crazy how you see how the cards unfold.
And so I technically begged Tamara at the time when we were married that we would let's buy some American. No, they're about to file bankruptcy. No, the government is not going to let the world's largest airline file bankruptcy and liquidate.
I mean, especially when you think about the name American Airlines. Can you imagine like how we would be perceived around the world?
Well, they would, and the thing of it is that back in 2003 when Carty left, I think Carty left in 3 or 4. I can't remember which one, but to help American get back on their feet and to see profits.
Profitability.
Yeah, there you go. Profitability.
Man, I have concerns about you, bro.
Yeah. There's some words I can say and some words I can't.
I know. I just fucking with
But
you.
anyway,
like my name.
Southwest Finance. Yeah. Southwest Finance went over and gave them a hand, and they started seeing profits after,
so Southwest went over to American.
Yeah,
started helping.
Yeah, okay. Southwest went over to American, and
I'm curious to know if that's when American Airlines,
that was after
credit union.
That was after 9/11.
Oh, okay.
So, 9/11 hit a lot of people, hit the airlines hard, just like Corona did.
Yeah,
and everything. And of course, AA Credit Union was around at that time. AA Credit Union was around. I think they started in '87. I think.
Okay, so they were there they were around when the bankruptcy and stuff the talks were starting.
Oh yeah, Pam can tell you that.
Okay.
But there you go, Pam.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but when Kelly came in, everything was working fine. Everything was going good. Everything was, I mean, we had dedicated gates for all of our, at Love Field. I don't know I don't know anything about any other airport or anything like that in the system, but we had dedicated gates. We had all of our shit.
1936. Which credit union? You talking about Southwest or you talking about American?
Well, the credit union's been around since 36. I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
I was 40 years off. Whatever. Sorry.
Usually you're pretty good with dates, but you're way the fuck off on that one.
I was way the fuck off on that one.
Especially with dates and history. Patrick's usually pretty on point.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like I said, everything was going good, and then he started this, redefining excellence and all that crap. And he started moving around.
Who's he?
Kelly.
Okay.
He started moving, or it looked good on paper that if we do this and do this, if we just gave everybody the same amount of flights on each gate, everybody would be working, everybody would be doing this, everybody to be doing that. And it was really hard for us at Love Field to get used to, okay, well, you know what? Amarillo was never, this is pre-Rider Amendment. Lift.
We'll go into that in a minute, but yeah, go ahead.
Lift
just partner
and all that crap.
Uh-huh.
Amarillo used to be dedicated gated on gate 7. Well, Amarillo is coming in on gate 9. Well, gate 9 was El Paso. Well, El Paso was going to gate 11. Gate 11 used to be Albuquerque. You see how I remember all that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And everything. And with the transfer drivers and all that, it was easy for them to remember that, okay, well, 7 Amarillo, 9 El Paso, 11 Albuquerque, 14 was Midland, 15 was Little Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it goes on and on and on and all that crap. And it all just started changing. And the Southwest guys, poor us. I mean, we couldn't. That's when morale started going down. This is bullshit. Why can't we? Why fix something when it's not broke? It was working.
Yeah.
And
what was her rationale? Did they give you a reason or
fuck,
any type
no,
of...
they didn't give us a reason because
we said
yeah, because we said it and it looks good on paper.
Okay.
So
there's got to be some kind of financial implications, the reason why they made that decision.
And then when it was a supervisor, when it was a supervisor that was doing all of our schedules and everything, well, you know what? Let's let corporate wants to take over our scheduling. Well, how come there's no one out there at Gate 7 right now doing a New Orleans flight when when we need to get this flight out? Well, we wonder why, because it's during shift change. And you're usually, you usually have about 5, 10 or 10, 15, 20 minutes before your first flight comes in. And then you can look and see what's coming off, what's going on, what the load is, and everything. And you can say, okay, these two cars in the back, this in the front, fuck it, it'll fly,
Right.
So,
so basically it ended up making a logistics nightmare for the people on the ground that are actually having to do the job.
The frontline employees. The frontline employees are the ones that make the money.
Mm-hmm.
That and keeps the airline flying.
Right.
And it's like Herb Kelleher said. Always said that we need to keep the planes in the air. That's where we make money. We don't make money on the ground.
Right.
Now, I've seen, and I've seen some accidents. I've seen tow bar break off a fucking airplane. One of them was mine, or actually 2 of them were mine. I've seen fucking another person, run another airplane into another airplane, going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I've seen that happen too, and I was in the plane.
I've seen where a fan blade will come off during the engine spooling up 100%, and all that. I've seen what happens. That's kind of freaky. And then I've seen a ground tug, lose its brakes and run right straight into an engine and fuck up the engine. No hydraulics, all the oil, hydraulics, all dripping from,
man, that sounds like a fire waiting to happen.
Yeah. They couldn't even salvage the engine. I've seen,
So how long does it take them to do an engine swap? Is it like NASCAR where they get in there in like 60 seconds and fucking pop a new engine in there? Bloop, 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 bloop. Done.
No.
It'll fly. Throw some duct tape on it.
Nope. There's another thing that we used to do, but I'm not saying. So, and
duck it and fuck it.
Yeah.
Send it. It'll fly.
And I've seen, I saw, Delta, what was it? Delta 1141 or 1181. It was one of those, 1988, where it would take off. It took off from DFW, went about 1,000 feet, slammed right into the ground.
Is that the one that hit the water tower?
No, that's not. No. That was 191.
Oh, okay.
In 85, I was. Yeah. I was.
So the one that was that here DFW or was it at?
Yeah, that was the one at DFW with 191. Was the very first in 85 was the very first fatality crash at DFW. Actually, the very first crash at DFW since they opened in 71.
Wow.
And what's bad is that I do remember that fucking airport being built.
And it's crazy because it's still getting added on to.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Yeah. And that airport is fucking paid for, but they're still getting money for in and out,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but that's my take on it. I think that Kelly should have at least listened to us and listen to the frontline employees and everything.
So do you think Bob Jordan was different where he actually listened to the employees, or what do you think?
From what I'm hearing from friends and everything from there, he's listening. But is he doing something? I have no idea.
So it's like it's going in one ear right out the other.
Yeah, that was Gary.
So going back to, we were talking about leadership, and we were talking about how.
Oh, don't even get me started on.
How the story basically they're saying like he should have, basically said we fucked up and just move on and like say this is how we're gonna fix it. Like he basically just kind of hid in a corner for all intents and purposes, and then basically blamed it on everything and everybody but themselves. Why?
That's them.
Yeah, well, not only is it them, it's you got shareholders, you got all that stuff you got to deal with.
Fuck the shareholders.
But you got to look at it from a.
They're all shareholders up there.
Yeah,
they're all shareholders. I used to.
But that goes more to what I'm saying is if they're all shareholders, then of course they're not wanting to say anything because it's going to hurt their pocketbook.
They want to. They what's important to them is that they are trying to take care of shareholders.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not trying to take care of the employees. They're not trying to take care of the customers. That's my opinion. So,
and this is not just an isolated incident. This is a lot of companies. They care more about what their investment strategies are than what actually makes the company.
I know that.
What the company is founded, foundation is, which is you're providing a service. And if you can't provide that service due to your lack of tools or lack of that, at the end of the day, it's still your responsibility because that's your job.
The one that I'm currently at right now, I'm predicting a Southwest meltdown. Yep.
Yeah,
I am.
Well, and that's so. There was a story that was similar to this where an actual CEO of the company, basically, when they were at this company, I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up later. They basically had a bunch of problems similar to Southwest. And the CEO of the company came out immediately and said, "Hey, look, we apologize for all of the issues and everything. Didn't do that whole blanketed statement. We're doing the best we can. That same lip service that you always hear." He basically said, "Look, we fucked up. We're making changes, and as a reward, we're going to give you," and it was like some weird number. It was like $4.38. He said, "We're going to mail you guys $4.38 fucking, coupon, whatever, just for, us saying thank you for sticking with us through all this and blah, blah, blah." So like, instead of, and this is what a lot of companies do is they give you that lip service, of like, we apologize, same blanketed shit. That's like, it's like they read it off a fucking teleprompter or whatever.
Right.
And it's already pre-written for them and everything else. Whereas this CEO like literally say, "Hey, look, we fucked up and this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to fix it. And from here on out, we're resolving these issues." And I think that is, to your point, that is the biggest concern with Southwest is like, what are they doing to fix it? It happened. Yes,
they are.
We know that. But what are you going to do different? Because that, to me, is the most important in business. That is number one fucking thing. You got to figure out what your weakest link is. And once you identify that, you got to fix it. You got to do whatever you can to fix it. If you got to fucking stop all service, then stop all service.
Well,
because the risk versus reward, yes, you're going to hurt financially, but your reputation is more valuable than the loss you're going to.
Well, they have already lost reputation.
Then that's my point. And that goes back to the house of cards falling. That goes back to what you just said about the implosion.
Yeah. Well,
it's going to happen based on everything that I've read and everything I've researched and obviously the
actually they should have fixed technology way before this, like back. I mean, I would say probably the first time they had a little meltdown. When was that? 15, 16, somewhere in there. Yeah.
We love you too, Byron. Thanks for tuning back in.
Yeah, Byron. But yeah, they, Jordan has appointed a new technology person there to fix it. And at least he's doing something. And I believe at first I was going, fucking Paul Jordan, man, like that. And then when I started thinking about it and everything that we as frontline employees have said, communicated, emailed, done everything we could at, during that time when we knew that, the system was going to shit. I said, okay, well, it's not Jordan's fault.
Hey, we got a new listener.
Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Sarah, hey, what's happening? We were talking about you a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, we were talking about you.
We were talking about the film industry, and we were talking about how show running is like one of the hardest tasks in when you're producing, directing, editing, and all that sort of stuff. That's a big challenge.
And the biggest one, financing.
Yeah, financing.
And Sarah, when you come in,
it's all good.
It's okay.
Better late than never.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you come on or whatever, sorry, we're squirreling, but
it's okay. I mean, we've talked about Southwest for the last 20-30 minutes. We're good. I think we beat that one to death.
Okay, well, okay, whatever. Enough of Southwest.
All right, cool.
So
perfect timing. Now we can segue.
Yeah, right. So when you come on, that's when we'll talk about everything, like, the very challenging financing. Yeah, I get it.
So to kind of give you some more on that before we deep dive into the interview and our conversation with Sarah, when I had Edge Entertainment, it was my first time ever dealing with financiers and dealing with that aspect.
It sucks
because every project and everything I've ever done and started, I've always self-funded, because like if I have skin in the game and I put my money in it, then I'm gonna fucking make sure it's successful. Because at the end of the day, I got a house and all this other shit, and I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
So that was, but when you're dealing with multi-million-dollar film projects and stuff, it's hard to be self-funded. You have to go to, and then all the loopholes, all the hoops you got to jump through and everything else. It's insane. But we'll save that for when she's here in studio.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, we'll talk all about that and everything and all that when when she comes in.
Heck yeah.
And all that. Yeah. It would be fun. It's going to be fun talking to her about it and everything, and just hearing her side and what she's been through with financing, what she's been through with her, with her projects and everything. And she's had some stuff that's been that's been accepted in film festivals. Of course, we had ours, and we've had some that's been successful, and all that. So,
yeah, I lost count of how many awards were, like 8, 10, something like that. I was just like, I can't even keep track anymore.
Yeah.
I remember I messaged Tom. I was like, hey, can you send me all the accolades? Because I can't even remember anymore, and I gotta add them to the portfolio, to my
I think she knows Tom. Hey, Sarah, do you know Tom Young? I think she does. I'm not sure, but we'll find out when she's here in a couple weeks and all that. So, but anyway, but yeah, that's it for Southwest. I'm done. Because I can say a lot more. I can talk about that.
Hey, I'm glad you did, because for forever you've been holding your tongue, so it takes Andy not being here for you to finally spill.
Yeah, I know. But one other thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, but one other thing about that airline or whatever. I believe that Bob. I believe that Bob inherited. I don't know if I said this or not. I believe that Bob inherited what Kelly was supposed. What Kelly should have done.
Right.
So, and then of course Colleen Barrett, the sweetheart of Southwest, she has nothing to do with nothing, because Roland King and Herb Kelleher, they're gone and everything.
So
Anyway.
I'll say one last thing, and then we'll wrap it up for Southwest and the airline industry altogether. So I made mention about American Airlines, and then also about Sabre. So my dad actually worked for Sabre. He actually wrote the yield management system and helped install it, implement it in for Air New Zealand, Olympic Air.
God, I love that airline.
I know Air New Zealand, dude. They were so ahead. They're amazing.
Yep.
Still to this day, they've kept the reputation, which goes back to what we were talking about. Reputation. Once it's destroyed, it's hard to gain that trust back. But yeah, so
especially in the movie industry,
he literally wrote probably the same system. My dad jokes about this all the time. He's like, yeah, they're probably still using the same system that I created way back in the 90s. He's like, they probably made some tweaks here and there, but back when I was working for AT&T, I didn't realize how big of a deal this was until I started talking to the data engineers and all the architects and stuff like that, and they were like, they go, you don't understand. I go, what? They go, that job to create that system is like one of the most hardest systems to ever implement and to ever change and build and everything from the ground up.
Exactly.
Because you got all these variables with weather, you got, all these booking, overbooking, and all. Like, they literally went on for like 30 minutes. I was like, damn, okay. So like, that's pretty impressive.
Right.
I never knew when I was a little kid.
Right.
But now that I'm actually, using these same methodologies and strategies and stuff like that, now it kind of makes sense. And I was like, damn, kudos to my dad.
Yeah. And Natalie's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They knew about it. And we kept telling them about it, and nobody wouldn't listen. So,
yeah, thank you for that, Natalie.
Yeah, it is what it is, and it's over. And they got a lot of fucking work to do. So that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of movie industry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What it's like to take the blockbuster drugs Ozempic and Wegovy from side effects to losing 50 pounds, because there's a lot of actors and stuff that have been taking this, and it's actually hurting the people that actually need it because they're using it as a weight loss. Basically, the drugs Ozempic and Wegovy, which mimic a hormone that signals the brain when someone is full, also promotes the release of insulin, have soared in popularity due to the appetite suppressing and weight loss effects, although they can cause side effects such as vomiting, fatigue, headaches, and stomach cramps. Well, no shit, if you're full all the time and you ain't eating, that's usually what's going to happen.
That sounds like morphine too, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
10 people described their experiences with the drugs, with most saying the benefits outweighed the side effects, while others were forced to stop taking them or question whether they could stay on them long term. The drugs have been approved by the FDA for people with type 2 diabetes, but some doctors prescribe Ozempic off-label for weight loss. A study of more than 1,000 people with type 2 diabetes found that semaglutide was more effective than insulin at lowering blood sugar, while other studies of nearly 2,000 overweight and obese adults without diabetes found that people taking semaglutide lost an average of 34 pounds in less than 16 weeks, compared to 6 pounds among receiving a placebo.
Yeah.
So obviously it works, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, Google AI is showing off a tool that turns hums and text into music with instruments. Not everybody's going to be thrilled with this. So Google has created a generative AI tool called Music LM, which can generate music based on text captions, whistled or hummed melodies, and has the potential to change the music industry. The tool, referred to as GPT for music by some experts, creates high fidelity music which can be generated with different styles and instruments. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because one of the hardest things that I find when I'm editing and doing movies and stuff like that is the music, because you got to deal with all that copyright bullshit.
Right.
And so you want like original works, and then of course if you want original works, you're going to pay a lot of fucking money for that, for licenses, royalties, and all that.
Of course.
So this will be an interesting topic to discuss, and I didn't realize AI is now into that space as well. Basically, nothing creative is sacred anymore.
Nope.
Despite the potential of Music LM, Google has yet to release it publicly because of copyright concerns. However, startups may be more than willing to release similar technology in the future. Big tech companies such as OpenAI and Microsoft are investing in generative AI and will use it in various products. The creation of Music LM highlights the potential of generative AI and the future of AI technology.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of songs, this is the portion where we get to ask the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to ask you too. What's the most overrated song of all time?
Macarena.
Macarena?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny because that's actually one of the top ones that was listed.
I hate
mine
that song.
Mine would be Love Shack. Fucking hate that. Every time it comes on, I cringe.
You know what? I think I'll create a new opening and put Love Shack.
Oh my god, I will take my earphones out every time it plays.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If I play it at all. Some users from Reddit said the Happy Birthday song. I was like,
Wow.
ouch.
Wow.
Sarah says can't stand it either. Which one?
Oh. Macarena or the Happy Birthday song?
Or Love Shack? Or all three?
Yeah, all three. Just name one.
Natalie says Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. Natalie, shut up. You sing that all the time in the shower. Sarah says both.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Macarena. Ugh.
Yeah, that one was bad.
Yeah.
And there's some videos somewhere out there of me singing it.
Sarah said all. Yeah.
Patrick and the audience, this question's for you too. Well, Patrick tells me y'all can chime in. What's going to be a problem 20 years from now that people are choosing to ignore?
Politics.
I like that one. I go with politics.
Politics.
What about politics?
Not saying nothing.
Oh, Byron says I'm too sexy. Oh wait, Byron, save that question and answer because it's going to be another question further later.
I'm too sexy for this microphone.
Too sexy for this podcast.
I'm too sexy for this Bill's cap.
I'm too sexy for this fedora.
I'm too sexy for this monitor.
This piece of shit monitor I want to throw out the fucking window.
Which I'm going to.
I'm too sexy.
Yeah. I can hear Tom Young singing that. I'm too sexy.
It is. Yep.
I'm too sexy for this film. Too sexy for this film.
All right. Next question.
Go
ladies,
far. Go.
Natalie says the Happy Birthday song is awesome until you realize you're getting old as fuck.
Big time.
Byron says I'm too sexy for this shirt. So sexy it hurts. Rip.
Yeah. That's gonna make me start laughing and I can't stop.
What country has the overall worst cuisine or worst food?
China.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, what country do you think has the overall worst food? Let me know what country and what food that you can't stand. Me, I like Chinese food, so I can't say China.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know.
I hate to say this, but I'd have to say England of all my travels. It was the most bland. It was sad when I had to go to an Indian restaurant to actually get good food in England because their Indian food is on fucking point in England.
Are they?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, other than fish and chips, but I mean, like, I can get fish and chips anywhere. I mean, it was pretty good, but
you can go down the street and get fish and chips.
You know who actually had the best fish and chips?
Who?
New Zealand. That shit was way better.
I bet.
Yeah, it was really fucking good.
The Celt isn't too bad.
Sarah says America is the worst, which is why I mostly cook. Hey, me too. You should go check out my Facebook page. I post quite a few of my cuisines. Yeah. I like cooking too.
Yeah.
Well, when I have time, but yeah.
Yeah.
What ingredient ruins a sandwich for you, Patrick, and audience? What ingredient, when somebody puts it on a sandwich, ruins the whole entire sandwich?
Oh God.
And what is that?
Lettuce.
Lettuce?
I don't like lettuce. I can eat a salad,
Uh-huh.
but I can't eat lettuce on anything else.
What? I'm
I don't know
curious.
why.
I think I know why, but I want to know what you think.
I don't know why.
So to me, when you put lettuce on it, it makes the bread all soggy and shit. And it's like eating a soggy sandwich. Really? Byron says Filipino food is gross. Dude, I like some Filipino.
Sarah said mustard. Sarah, I like mustard on my shit.
Well, what kind of sandwich, though? If it's a bologna sandwich, you can only put mustard on there.
Yeah, you can only put mustard.
Yeah.
You can only put mustard on a bologna sandwich, and then also on a.
Now, if you're eating a cheesesteak and you put fucking mustard on there, I will throw the cheesesteak at your fucking head.
No. Because you know what I used to do, and used to piss off Mom all the time, was that she would fix me a bologna sandwich and put cheese on it too, of course, and mustard, because she knew I like mustard.
All right, Sarah, what kind of mayonnaise? This is a make or break.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a make or break.
Anyway, I used to put Doritos on the bologna sandwich.
You know, I've noticed a lot of
those are good. That's good, man. Yeah. That's good.
Natalie says, I don't like seafood, but it's pretty.
Oh my God. You've been smoking?
I thought for sure with her trips to Australia, New Zealand, that she would break that fucking seafood thing, but not.
Right. Oh, so
Chipotle mayo. Oh, I love some Chipotle mayo. That's kind of one of the best fucking mayos.
I need to try that. But
what I was more referring to is Hellman's, Kraft, or Miracle Whip.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know which one I'm like.
Yeah,
it's not real fucking mayonnaise.
but I like the horseradish. Well, no, that's horseradish mustard. Never mind.
Hey, Byrony, to your point, she says if it's not a good, fresh tasting tomato, it ruins the sandwich.
That's true.
I used to hate fucking tomatoes because, like, in my mind, they were just ooey, gooey, mushy mess. And I'm like, who the fuck wants to eat that?
Yeah, right.
Yes, Hellman's for the win all day, every day. My favorite fucking mayonnaise. Good job. Good job, Irony.
Yeah.
I knew I kept you around for a reason. It's all about that sandwich making skills.
Right. Yeah.
So yours is lettuce. I'm trying to think which
lettuce.
ingredient
ruins. I can't take lettuce on a sandwich, even on a burger.
Yeah.
I can't take it. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I mean, like I said, I can eat a salad. But I can't.
To you, it's like you're mixing two different things. You're mixing a salad with my burger. No, you put no damn salad on my burger.
Right.
And if you think about it, when they put the lettuce, then they put the tomato, then they put the onion. Motherfucker, that's a salad. Man, you just unlocked something, bro.
Yeah. All right, what's next question?
Let's see. Oh wait, I was trying to think of what ruins a sandwich for me as far as ingredients wise. Like I said, if it's a cheesesteak and you throw some mustard on there, hell no. But if it's like bologna, throw some mustard on there, then like hell yeah, that's the jam. That's what I grew up in when I went to visit my relatives in New York, Pennsylvania, because we'd always be outside, like dirt biking, four wheeling or whatever, snowmobiling, and so like the only time you come in is like for 2 minutes to eat, and you're back outside.
Right.
What can you tell me in 1 minute that will be useful until the rest of my life?
What can you teach?
Yeah, what can you teach in 1 minute that will be useful until the rest of life?
I don't have a clue, man. I really don't. I don't have.
All right, audience.
I don't have a clue.
What one thing can you teach in 1 minute that will be useful until the rest of life?
I got one.
What's that?
How to be an asshole. I can do that one.
Natalie says porn. You can teach porn?
Oh God. I can teach people how to be an asshole.
Right?
I mean,
it comes natural for Patrick.
Yeah, right.
I thought you were going to say salty.
No.
Oh man, what?
All right. So go ahead. Mine is asshole. Go ahead. Sarah said natural remedies come to mind.
Teach or tell?
Teach, Barney.
Ooh, what?
Oh, I know what Barney could do.
Fish.
No.
Teach somebody to fish in 1 minute. It'll be
No,
useful for the rest
she,
of her life.
She could teach somebody how to milk a cow in 1 minute.
Damn right she can. She's a professional milker.
Milker.
You're a
Milker. Milker.
I got teats, Falker. Can you milk me?
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
What life lesson did you learn the hard way? Oh, Patrick, do tell. I want to hear this one.
Well, life lesson to learn the hard way is not to call my dad a bastard. How about that one? Not to call my dad a bastard.
Hey, that one works.
I was 17. I will always remember that.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And another thing is not to piss off my sister because she come running down the hall swinging her arms like a mad bitch, you know? So, but
Byron says, well, I mean, I could teach you to milk a cow, wrangle a bull, and Devin, I'm going to stay silent on the rest.
Oh, my God. Yeah, please do. Thank you.
Natalie, you have a great night as well. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for participating. But we got 3 more questions. I think you can stick through.
Yeah, you can.
What life lesson did you learn the hard way? You said, what was it?
Me calling my dad a bastard.
Oh, calling your dad a bastard.
And then, you know, pissing off my sister.
What life lesson did I learn the hard way? Don't get in relationships.
Really?
Yes, I've learned the hard way many times, which is why.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Which is why I have no kids and I've never been married.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And I could teach somebody in 1 minute.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Whatever you're thinking about doing,
That's
don't do
1 minute. Don't do it.
Patrick and audience.
Oh my God.
What's the best invention ever? Oh God, I can only imagine what the audience is going to say. What, in your opinion, audience and Patrick, is the best invention ever?
I gotta think. I don't know. Yeah,
And
we
why?
could talk about that too, Sarah.
Yes, that's definitely
Yeah, that's something else
we're
gonna talk about.
I can't wait to talk about that shit. God, we're gonna have so much fucking.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna have fun that night. I know that. The best invention ever.
Mayonnaise. No, I'm just kidding. Bringing it full circle.
Chipotle mayonnaise. No, just
best
let's see.
invention ever.
Let's see. Damn. I don't know.
I want to say like cell phone, but at the same time, like it's like a blessing and it's also a curse. Best invention ever. AI. Bam, bitches.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
All right.
Cameras. Yeah.
Cameras. Yeah, that's a good one.
It depends where those cameras are. I'm just kidding. What? It's par for the. Whoa! Byron says the vibrator. Just kidding. Electricity would be my choice. Well, you can't power that vibrator without electricity.
Well, I mean, you can have
Kind of. It's like the egg, the chicken, or the egg.
How the batteries, you know. Double D's.
Double D's. They're not titties, bro.
Double D's. Wait, is there a double D battery?
No, it's just D, dumbass.
Okay, so it's just D. Sorry.
Double D's are titties.
Just got that shit on my mind. Let's see.
Hey, Byron, they use batteries, but batteries also create what? Electricity.
Currency. Currency. Currency.
Electricity.
Best.
Did you come up with a best invention yet, motherfucker? We've been waiting like 10 minutes.
No, I haven't.
Patrick's like the dinosaur.
Okay. In my time, computers. Okay,
Computers. All right.
Yeah. In my time, I actually seen them. You know,
I hate to say it, I wouldn't have a job without computers.
that makes me feel old.
Yeah.
that, I saw computer be invented.
All right. The last question of the night. We're going to end with this, especially with the whole Grammy thing that's going on. That's why I saved it for last. And this also goes back to Bryony's song that she mentioned earlier. What cover song is actually better than the original? What cover song is actually better than the original? Last question of the night. I posted it up there. Oh, Byrony says microphones because we couldn't hear y'all without them. And Lord knows we've ran into that situation.
Oh, Barney.
Oh, Byrony. Thank you.
Okay.
So what cover song is actually better than the original? Ooh, man, I can think of a couple right now.
I don't know.
All right, so going back to what Byrony said that I'm too sexy. Drake remixed that song, and I actually think it's better than the original. Sarah, come on.
Okay, so if you don't know now, Sarah, we can always ask you when you get here.
No, it's the last question of the night. We gotta know.
Okay, we gotta know.
Cliffhanger.
We gotta know.
Another cover that I think, basically all Miley Cyrus's covers most of them are better than the original. I think
better than the ones that Miley sings.
No, the ones that she sings are better most of the time, better than the original.
You think?
Jolene.
Oh,
she did way. I hate to say it, she did a better job. Dolly Parton.
Done well, yeah.
And there's a couple other songs that I've watched that I'm like, damn, she did a better job. That Stevie Nicks song, that Midnight song, God, that song. I can literally jam that song every fucking day. Like I don't know
Has
what it is.
Has anyone done a cover on Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac,
Chains?
No, but that would be a good one too.
That would be a fucking good one.
But that would be so hard to be better than the original.
Oh, I know. Because I mean, nobody is as good as Stevie Nicks singing that one.
Okay, I was gonna say because
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she's.
Hey, Miley, if you're listening, see if you can do that song. I dare you.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a pretty good track record right now. She diversified her voice and got out of the pop and bullshit she was in, and she's gotten into like rock and that sort of stuff, which is more suited for her vocal range and her gravel. She's got that gravelly type of voice, and it actually makes more sense in rock and roll and that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
man, when she does some of those rock songs, I'm like, fuck. She even did a Metallica song, and I hate people that fucking play Metallica covers. And I was like, at first I was put off by it, but then I was like, you know what? It's kind of growing on me. So I used to be a huge Metallica fan. Another one, Behind Blue Eyes.
That's a good one. Who originally did that?
Leonard Skinner? No. Behind Blue Eyes. Fuck.
Jesus.
Steve Milband?
No. I don't think so. But but somebody redid it. Especially after the Dallas Cops were
Behind Blue Lines. Is that what they did? They do.
No, they
okay.
No, they did that one. Not Behind Blue Lines.
Okay.
God, who was it?
The Who.
Was it The Who?
Yeah, you're like literally, who was it? I'm like, it was The Who.
The Who. Yeah.
Pete Townsend, Townshend, Shind. God dang, I can't talk.
Pete Townsend?
Yeah.
He did it.
He originally written by Pete Townshend for his Lifehouse project.
Okay. So
it was on the Who's Next album, 1971.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for tuning in, Sarah. We will catch you whenever you're in the studio next.
Oh yeah, and stay in contact with me, Sarah, before you leave or whatever, and we'll get together or something.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Well, anyway, on that note, that was the last question. If you got anything else, I'm pretty good.
No, I'm completely done.
Awesome. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you next Tuesday.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully Andy's bitch ass will be in the studio. Haha, he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah. Fuck that dumbass.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We will catch you next time.
All right, y'all take care. See y'all later.
Adios.
All right.